Right, guys, welcome to today's rugby commentary live here from the channel, the Rugby Guru, and a warm welcome to each and everybody of you that is here today to listen to this live rugby commentary between the Springboks and England today. A lot is riding on this last game of the season for the Springboks, so too for England. It is Jock Nienaber up against Eddie Jones. It's Rusty Erasmus up against World Rugby, really. And we're in for a fantastic game today. Let me know in the comment section, guys, where you from, where you watching from, where you listening from, and so that we can show you guys the acknowledgement that you guys deserve today as well. I do have a poll up on my channel as well today. We will get into that in just a short while, but we're definitely in for an absolutely fantastic game here today between these two sides, which will be kicking off in about an hour from now. So we do have 73 votes up on the channel already. I did ask the question here today, the predictions for this match. So 41% said the Boks will win by 1 to 10 points. 50% says the Boks by 11 to 20. 5% says England by 1 to 10. And then 3% says England by 11 to 20 points today. So far, we've got the majority of people supporting the Springboks today, and rightfully so. I mean, South Africa are the best team in the world at the moment, and they've shown it throughout this year. So definitely looking forward to an absolutely fantastic game between these two sides. Marla Brudvig says the anticipation is killing me today. Kevin Lund says, greetings, Guru, from the island. Damn, I'm so looking forward to this game. This should be the best game of the year. Come on, Bokke. And then Adams Wust asked when is kickoff time. I did reply to say it's at 5 o'clock SA time today. So in about an hour from now, we will get to face England in probably one of the biggest test matches of the year for the Springboks. LB says, can't wait for the game. Michael McGrill says, Cape Town, South Africa. Greetings to you. I was supposed to be in Cape Town this week, so I just stalled until after this weekend. Couldn't miss out on this live commentary today, so we'll be joining to Cape Town on Wednesday next week. So first of all, we got to get past this one, or this weekend's of rugby. So we do have the Springboks versus England right here at 5 o'clock. Then straight after that, we've got Wales versus Australia. And then the big one as well tonight at 10 o'clock. It's the All Blacks up against France in what could be an appetizer or a rehearsal for the World Cup opener later in 2023. Kevin Lynn says, listening as always from the island in Cuba. And then Johanna Spain says, hi all, Boks by 25 today. So I don't think it's going to be that runaway game that you're expecting, Johannes. But I do believe that the Springboks could win this by 10 points today. Between, let's say, 5 and 10 points today, if everything goes the way we should. Wayne Rabe says, hello, Guru. You think we will kick the English backsides today? I do believe that we will win England today. Michael McGrill, see you then. And then Mark Bromfield says, Boks all the way. So plenty of support for the Springboks here. Like I say, the poll is coming up very nicely. We've got 89 votes at the moment, with the majority saying the Boks will win this by 11 to 20 points today. So don't forget to go and vote on the poll as well. And definitely looking forward to an absolutely cracking game. We also got Mark Bromfield saying 25-18 to the Boks. And then Jeffrey Lott saying, how's it from Portugal? Hoping for a Bok win by at least 5 today. So, yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a long hour to go before we're going to be able to see what's going to happen. Marty Smith says, supporting the Bokke from Phoenix in Arizona. So, all the way from the USA, Marty Smith. And then also Reginald saying, 1, 2, 3, let's go Bokke. Russell Grass says, England want their revenge. This is going to be exciting. So everybody's dubbing this as the revenge game for the 2019 World Cup final, which South Africa won 32 points to 12. So I don't think we're going to have that big margin today. especially playing here at Twickenham. So it's going to be very exciting to see where this one is going to end. Michael McGrill says Boks to win under 10 points. Gert Kutzer says hello Guru from Vietnam. Boks by 9 points. Johan Locke says hello from France. Pollard need to be on form. So we will be going through the team lineups in just a bit. Ferdinand James van Sale says the ref will decide who will win today, even if we are better. So let's hope it's not going to come down to that. Let's give Brace an opportunity to prove himself before we get to conclusions. Kevin Lynn says, Guru, do you think the Rassie fiasco will have an effect for the Bokke? So I do believe that we'll come out firing. I mean, every injustice that's been done throughout the week will be displayed on the field today. I mean, South African players not being nominated for World Player of the Year. I'm sure Lukanya Am and Siya Kolisi and Eben Etzebeth should have been at least nominated for this event. Although I'm happy with the players that have been nominated, I do believe that we did have quality players that could have been nominated as well. And the fact that Rassie got suspended for 2 months from all rugby and then almost a year from on-field match day situations, I think that is a bit too harsh. But I did tell you guys what my feeling was on the whole fiasco. So, yeah, I think both parties in the wrong there. Johannes Payne says it will be a revenge game for Rassie. And then Michael McGrill says, I believe Pollard and Reinhardt will make a big difference. So Reinhardt actually starting this game today. So glad that he gets his opportunity and being able to showcase what he can do in the absence of Faf de Klerk. Nothing against Social Yankees. He hasn't been quite the player that he used to be before his injury. So hopefully he'll gain some momentum in the future as well. Marcel says, Basson says, hi Guru. I hope all is well. Big game for us. Bokke to win by 13. And then Michael says they're also playing for the Duplessis family. So heartbreak during the week to hear about Yannick Duplessis' youngest son in that big accident that happened. So all the thoughts going out to Yannick Duplessis and his family as well. Let's quickly go through the team lineups for today's games, guys. I know we still got plenty of time to go. So let's run through this England side real quickly. Freddie Stewart, Joe Marchant, Henry Slate, Manu Tuolangi, Johnny May, Marcus Smith, and Ben Youngs in the back line. I didn't know too much about Freddie Stewart before I actually watched his game last week, and he was quite impressive in that game against Australia. He was named man of the match for that one as well. So a lot will be expected from Freddie Stewart today. Joe Marchant, we know, is a number 13 now, made 14. So it will be interesting to see how he's going to fare in that number 14 jumper, especially against the likes of Makazole Mapimpi, who will be going after him all day long. Henry Slate, we know, is a good quality player. He can slot in at center. He can slot in at fly half. So having the strong runner of Manu Tuolangi on his inside, you could expect a few crash balls from Manu Tuolangi throughout the game. But I don't think Lukanya Am or Damien Dielendi will have any problem in stopping Manu Tuolangi today. Johnny May, we know, is an exceptional winger. Great under the high ball. A lot of pace. So definitely something that Jesse Creel will have to look at today. And I'm a little bit worried when it comes to that one-on-one battle between Jesse and Johnny May today. But we can just hope that Jesse Creel now slotting in his third game at the wing. So hopefully he can deliver the kind of performance that we want to see him play. Marcus Smith at 10, a great youngster coming through for England rugby. But I do believe that it might be their Achilles heel today as well. Because no Owen Farrell, as you guys have noticed, a lot is riding on this youngster Marcus Smith today. So either he's going to swim or sink. And I think with the experience of Andre Pollard and the Eleni Lukanya Am, who's going to bash their way up throughout this game to Marcus Smith, he could be in for a very, very long day today. But he does have the experience of Ben Youngs at 9. So expect Ben Youngs to relieve a lot of pressure of Marcus Smith as well as Henry Slate in that number 13 jersey. Like I say, not a lot of experience for Marcus Smith and Freddie Stewart, but they do have the likes of Henry Slade and Ben Youngs who can just kind of bring that bit of momentum to this England side. Having a look at the forwards for England today, Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, Courtney Laws, Johnny Hill, Maro Itoje, Carl Sinclair, Jamie Blamiri, and Bevan Roth. You guys will notice Tom Curry again at number 8 today, and he's a specialist flanker playing at number 8, and Eddie Jones have tried to create Tom Curry into a world-class number 8 while he is sitting with the likes of Sam Simmons, which he could have used. So it's a little bit dumbfound for me at the moment that Tom Curry has still been used at number 8, where he could have just slotted in to that number 6 or 7 jersey. But it will be interesting to see how things go. They probably needed a little bit of beef. That's why they brought in Courtney Laws at 6 and not Tom Curry and Sam Simmons in one side. But you never know. Sam Underhill, a quality player, and we saw how the British and Irish Lions missed him throughout the tour to South Africa earlier this year. So he's back and he's ready and willing to really have a crack at the Springboks side. Courtney Laws, the captain for today's game in the absence of Owen Farrell. He's been sublime in that number 6 jersey, and he's going to have a tough game up against Kwagga Smith today, and Dwayne Vermeulen especially, and Sia Kolisi has been in great form. So it's going to be interesting to see how this loose trio of England match up against the loose trio of the Boks. Looking at the locks, Johnny Hill and Maro Itoje. We all know Maro Itoje has been nominated as the Player of the Year. I personally don't disagree with that. I just don't think that he's going to walk away with the trophy at the end of the day, or the award at the end of the day. But you never know. It is the public who's going to vote. So it's going to be interesting to see if everybody rates him higher than Eben Etzebeth or even Michael Hooper, who has been nominated as a Player of the Year along with Anton Dupont. So Johnny Hill has been secure and solid for England throughout the year. He also toured with the British and Irish Lions. So a lot of experience brought in to the play of Johnny Hill. Carl Sinclair, we know, very fiery, tight-head prop, but will he be able to match the likes of Oxnashire and Trevor Nyakane up front? It's going to be a really, really tight battle up front with Jamie Blamiri and Bevan Roth, two very inexperienced hooker and loosehead prop, along with Sinclair. Definitely two players that is definitely going to leave a mark in England rugby in the future. But how important will this game be for them? If they get smashed today, then that confidence will be in tatters. So let's hope, for the sake of Bevan Roth and Jamie Blamiri, that they do have a decent game today. So let's quickly go and have a look at the bench. Nick Dolly, Joe Marler, Will Stewart, Charlie Ewell, Sam Simmons, Alex Dombrandt, Rafi Quirk, and Max Mullins. I don't know too much about Nick Dolly. I know Joe Marler is a quality prop forward, and he looks like he's in the form of his life. So it will be very interesting to see what he does when he do come onto the field. The likes of Sam Simmons, we know, didn't have a massive impact with the British and Irish Lions tour to South Africa, and probably a little bit overrated at this stage. But we'll have to wait and see how he fares. And then the youngster in Rafi Quirk will be a very interesting one as well, and Max Mullins. So not a lot of known players on that bench for England today. Before we go through the Springboks side, let's just have a quick go through the comment section again. Shamil Kanif says Bokke is going to win by 10 points. Do it for Russie boys. And then Jeffrey, how long before kickoff? I have 2 small pieces of boerewors here that I want to fry before the game. So you might just have enough time before kickoff. Kickoff will be at 5 o'clock. So get yourself ready for a big one. And Achilles has joined in as well, saying Boks by 15 to 25. So is that the final score? Is it 15 to 25 points, Achilles? And glad to have you back on the chat as well, mate. Really appreciate your help as well. LB says Creel was good on defense last week. Yes, he was. So will he be tested under the high ball? Will he be solid against the likes of Johnny May? Will he make mistakes? Will he be solid? I think he's going to have a really good game, because consistency do mean a lot. And this is his first game at that right winger. So no excuses for him. Berenice Vessel says, go Bokke. win it for South Africa and Russie. We will win this one. And then Achilles says, when does it begin? At 5 o'clock, Achilles. LB says, the only weakness in England team is probably their front row. The rest of the team matches up really well. I agree with you. The one area where the Springboks will really have to go out and look to dominate will be in that 9 and 10 channel. Put a bit of pressure on Marcus Smith and put pressure on Stewart at the back as well. That is going to be vital. And put the pressure on Martian, who's playing on the right wing today. AK says, Maro Choje is the best thing in rugby. Barry Green says, hi, Achilles and Guru. What do you think of this game? Obviously, we are backing South Africa to win this one, Barry. I think it's going to be a close game between 5 and 10 points, but you never know. And then Berenice Vessel says, kick off at 5:05. Bales 01 says, time for the Bokke to give the Pons a proper snot clap for Russie and Sia. And then Mike said, this is war. Sparrow says, I say no more than 5 points win for the Boks. And then Boks must have a warrior mindset, says Mike. And then Andre Pierce says, all the best for the Boks. As well as Michael McGrill says, cool drink and or a cold beer. And Albert Trutter says, Eben Etzebeth will show why he should have been named as International Rugby Player of the Year. As well as, let's just see, Michael also says, we need a good start. JJ Kleingeld has become a new member of the YouTube channel. So thank you so much for your support as well. Really appreciate it. Then Tom Charles says, Marla yellow card, probably, definitely. And then Alexandro says, I love to see Etzebeth and Joe Marla having a go at each other. That would be a very interesting battle as well. So let's go through the Springbok side here for this important game. We've got Willie Leroux, Jesse Creel, Lukanya Damien Dielendi, Makazolo Mapimpi, Andre Pollard, and Kobus Reinhardt in the back line. And a lot of you guys would have wondered why Willie Leroux will get another shot after having somewhat of a disaster year, really, for the Springboks this year. But and a lot of people also want to know why Apelile Fassi don't play. So I can tell you guys this. I watched the game between the Cheetahs and the Sharks a little bit earlier in that Toyota Challenge game. And Apelile Fassi came onto the field with about 15 minutes to go and had an absolutely disastrous game. So it could be that he's a little bit out of sorts, and it's really disappointing to see how the management were able to let a guy that was in such great form fall out of form so easily. They should have released him a lot earlier. If he wasn't going to be used on this tour, at least give him that game time, because he was quite terrible in that game against the Cheetahs today. But then again, looking at Willie Leroux's performance throughout the year, let's hope today is going to be one of those games where he's really going to spark a little bit of magic for the Springbok side. He has been very average throughout this whole year, so I would love to see Willie Leroux have a really decent game today and prove his critics wrong. Jesse Creel, we've mentioned on the right winger today, a little bit concerned about him up against Johnny May on that left wing. Johnny May boosting so much experience on that left wing and could put a lot of pressure on Jesse Creel today. But let's hope it's not the case. And Jesse is in great nick of form today. Like I said, it's his third consecutive game now on the right wing. So there really isn't any excuses going forward. Lukanya and Damien Dielendi has been absolutely phenomenal in that centre berths. Probably one of the best centre combinations out there this whole year, and really looking forward how they've put pressure on Marcus Smith and keep Mana Tuolangi at bay today. That is one of the clashes that I'm really looking forward to seeing today. Makazolo Mapimpi, try-scoring machine. Let's hope he gets the opportunity to really have a few good runs today. I did see that South Africa are a little bit more keen on running the ball at times, and it will be really good to see him get some ball out in space and really put the pressure on Joe Martian. Expect a lot of kicking from South Africa again today with Andre Pollard back at 10. We will be hoisting a lot of balls with Willie Leroux and Andre Pollard for sure. Maka Zonomapimpi has been exceptional at chasing down at kicks. So we are probably the best team under the high ball at the moment, and we're playing to our strength. And hopefully that will create a little bit of space for us where we can move the ball out wide as well. With Kobus Reynolds at 9, we should have a little bit more speed at the breakdown. We know he's a good kicking scrum half as well, so expect him to really bring the pressure to this England side with the box kicks over the top, especially in that opening 20 to 30 minutes of the game. You will see Kobus Reynolds kick a lot of balls over the top of that ruck. Let's go and have a look at the forwards for South Africa today. Dwayne Vermeulen, Kwagga Smith, Siya Kolisi, Lode Jager, Eben Etzebeth, Trevor Nyakane, Bongi Bunambi, and Oxner Shear. And without a doubt, probably the best backup forwards out there in world rugby at the moment. With Dwayne Vermeulen, really exceptional, great ball carrier, great defender, great ball stealer on the ground, and really bringing that experience and captaincy quality to the Springboks side as well. So expect him to have an absolutely cracker of a game against the likes of Tom Curry, who I think will definitely not hold back, but I do believe that his experience will be very, very important for this Boks side today. Kwagga Smith, great ball stealer on the ground, quick at the breakdown as well, great defender, and definitely not slacking anyone against this England pack of loose trios as well today. And then Siya Kolisi probably having the season of his life at the moment. He's been great since the start of the Rugby Championship, really growing into his own stature, leading the side by an example, and with the likes of Dwayne Vermeulen and Etzebeth and Bongi Munambi alongside him with that experience, have really blossomed this player into one of the best of the year. Lode Jager comes back into the side. The rotation between him and Franco Mostert has worked brilliant this whole season. Expect him to have a crack. And he's not the most physical player out there, but a brilliant line-out jumper and a great reader of the game. So expect him to read the game to perfection at time as well, with Eben Etzebeth carrying that ball up like he did against Scotland last week. You can't look past that. He's been absolutely brilliant this season as well. I feel for the guys that bumped into him on the defense. We saw Finn Russell getting absolutely hammered last week. I'm expecting Marcus Smith to have another rough day at the office. And let's hope Eben Etzebeth discipline will be spot on as well, because we do know that youngsters that tend to come through the ranks and have a bright future ahead will be wrapped in into that little don't touch me bubble. So he needs to be spot on with his timing of his tackles on this Marcus Smith guy today, otherwise we could see a yellow card or something come. So discipline is going to be spot on for these guys today. Trevor Nyakane, Bongi Bunambi, and Oxner Shear has proven straight out from the get-go that they're a mean front row and could easily dominate this England front row today with two really green players in that front row. So looking forward to see what they can bring to the table. And then, of course, we've got the bomb squad to come up just after that with the likes of Malcolm Mark, Stephen Kitsov, and Vincent Koch, just to put the misery on this England front row throughout that second half. And then Franco Mostert coming off from the bench. Jasper Wiese has been exceptional this year. Definitely for me, one of the breakthrough players of the year for South Africa as well. And really looking forward to see a bright future with him and Ian van Roos and maybe Ulrich Lowe in the future for the Springboks as well. Then Herschel Jantjies on the bench, maybe a better impact player than a starting scrum half. So I think he fits the role perfectly today, and expect him to really make a difference when he comes onto the field. And then same with Elton Jantjies and Francois Steyn. I'm still a little bit concerned that with Willie Leroux at fullback, I would have preferred having Francois Steyn. But you know what? If Willie Leroux have a terrible game, I know we've got the next 14 players will make sure that it doesn't turn into a joke in that first half. And if he does have a bad first half, we could always replace him with Francois Steyn. That could make the difference. And the same with Elton Jantjies. If Andre Pollard have a terrible game today, he can always come in on that second half and really make a difference to the side as well. So I'm not worried, not even a little bit, about the starting lineup for South Africa today. I'm very confident that we will walk away with a victory here today. But overconfidence could be the death of us today. I mean, I was overconfident with the Springboks against Australia earlier this year, and they brought us down back to earth with that second test where they totally outplayed us. So, yeah, Reginald Stevens says maintain discipline at all times, can't afford a hash up, which I agree really at most. This is going to be where we're either going to win or lose it, is when it's going to come down to the discipline of the side. Albert Itzowitz says Willie LaRue had a bad career, not a bad year. Apologies, Albert. So, yeah, Willie LaRue there must be something in him that the coaches believe, and it's like they said in 2019. A lot of the stuff that Willie did went unnoticed on the eye, but he was the one that created the space and everything. So we'll see how Willie does. I think this will definitely be his last opportunity to really tell the coaches that I deserve to be in the side, because what a Kalant and Apalile Fassi, without a doubt, is coming through exceptionally at the moment. Rugby Dragon says England will win. That's a big call. Berenice Vessel says South Africa will win. And Michael McGraw says it's the finer details of the game that Billy does that some people don't see. And I just mentioned that. Ben Quinn says go Bokke. Rugby Dragon says go England. Kieran O'Connor says great commentary. Thank you, Kieran. Gary Bevan says let's hope you win from Wales. So definitely going to back Wales today against Australia as well, Gary. So yeah, thank you for the support to the Boks as well. Lawrence says the ref will win. So yeah, I noticed Mark Kiani saying throughout the week that the referee will decide the game, which he did last week as well. And then in the end, the ref had absolutely no impact on the game whatsoever. So I don't think I think we should give the referee a chance today. Rugby Dragon says so England will win, okay. And then Berenice says go Bokke. Paul Fortune says 35-25, go Bokke. And then Brett says how the hell can they justify Itoje being nominated for Player of the Year, but even not? And that I don't understand. You know, if you look at the stats throughout the year, Maro Itoje was not that brilliant with the British and Irish Lions tour. In fact, his discipline at times were pretty weak. So yeah, I still it's something that I can't explain, and you'll never know if South Africa or the Springboks were sanctioned to not have players nominated for the World Player of the Year. But then again, you could argue that no New Zealander were also picked for the nomination. So yeah, it's a little bit strange, that one, Brett. Michael McGraw says no cards, please. Nicholas van Rensburg says Bokke will win. And then Michael says Bokke will definitely win. Berenice Vessel says South Africa number 1 in the world, so it will be won by the champions. So interesting today. If the Boks manage to draw and the All Blacks win, we will remain on top of the rankings. Should we lose and the All Blacks win, the All Blacks will go back to the top. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see where that's going to end up. Gary Bevan says, I hope you do a job on England, mate, says Gary. And then Marty Smith, hey, Rugby Dragon, who are you supporting? And then Amu says, go Germany. Ben Quinn says, rugby, let others say. And then Michael McCall says, Rugby Dragon, lay off the booze. No, mate. So yeah, let's see how things turn out, guys. We don't just want to block the guy, but please don't spam the chat anymore, Rugby Dragon, please. And he did say now, but England will win. If Michael Hooper was in the England team, it would be way better, says Amuse. So I do believe that Michael Hooper will be awarded the Player of the Year award. He's been exceptional for Australia and a really struggling team throughout the year. Australia has not been that great as everybody has made them out to be. we were supposed to win that first game in the Rugby Championship against them. A late kick that went missed, discipline let us down, and we lost it by the finest margin. And then the second one, we were totally outplayed. I don't know what happened on that day, but yeah. Albert Twitter says, let's smash that like button. 318 in the room. So, yeah, guys, please show your support. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Tom Charles says, suffering New Netherlands here. About time the IRB was reformed and Sky Monopoly put in a box. Maybe unable to watch international, resulting in turning rugby into a football lust for money. And then is Faf playing for England now? No. Daniel Quelly says, thoughts on Ireland. So I called last week that Ireland were going to beat the All Blacks, and it happened. So hats off to Ireland for playing the way they did. You know, I saw throughout the URC the way Leinster were playing, and the majority of the players coming from Leinster. I just knew that there were going to be some sort of trouble for this All Black side on a weekend, and I was proved not to be wrong on that one. But I do see Argentina losing by one margin against Ireland on the weekend. Boks game doesn't favour us. Johan Boyson says, we know what to do with him. Finish it in good ways. Go Bokke. And then give that man a bell, says Michael McGraw. Lawrence says he's only nominated because he's British. And then Mason Barker says, go England. Tom Charles says, suffering Netherlands. We did go through that one. Pro Savage says, we came to win. Go Bokke. Is Farrell playing? Mason Barker? No, he's not playing today. So he had to withdraw with an ankle injury. So he will be out for quite a while. And then Diane Bosov says, Springboks win 100%. Barry Green says, what happens if we lose and the All Blacks draw? Then what on world rankings? So I think if we lose and the All Blacks draw, then I think the All Blacks we might just still be on top, or they might just edge us to the number one spot on the world rankings. Then Pete Cordier says, do you believe in taking the knee? If not, I shall gladly continue listening. So at this stage, Pete, I do not believe in taking the knee. I am not, like I say, it's one of those things where you need to be as unbiased. As much as I believe in all lives matters, I do believe that it is a thing with yourself. If you want to take the knee, you can take it, but I'm not gonna, because it doesn't mean I have to take it. So yeah, it's one of those things, Pete. So I hope I made you guys understand why I wouldn't take it. Not because I don't believe in the whole process, but I won't be doing it. And then Amir says, like and sub, and what time is the game? The game will be starting in about a half an hour from now. And then Neville Scott says, go Bokke. Renier van Onselen says, lekker Guru, lekker reën en weerlig in die Hoofveld. Is dit die enige span se wedstryd hang af wie daag op, maar ek dink wel rugby het petrol gegee met rassiese storie. So yeah, that's true. I think a lot of fire has been put onto the field with the whole Rassie suspension and the fact that the Boks will go full force and do this today. Tom Charles says, go Bokke. Sudias Azami says, hi, Rugby Guru. Tumi Ramala says, all the best, Bokke. Then Beatrice Pretoria says, good day, Guru, go Bokke. And then, yes, Amazi says, Baronese Vessels. So, yeah, I think what we can do is, guys, let's quickly go and have a look what the story is with Scotland and Japan at the moment. Just want to go and have a look at the scorelines for now before we continue with the rest. Beatrice Pretoria says they're also playing for Yanni and family, thinking of them in this time. And then Kobus should be in the starting lineup. Mikael, he will be starting at number 9 today. So Pat says Ven Bokke Ven. Let's quickly go and have a look at the other results so far of the games being played. I'm not going to let them just see. So at the moment it is Scotland 26-17, as well as Italy leading Uruguay by 17 points to 10 at the moment. So two very close fourth battles at the moment between the two sides as well. Clarence Lowe says all points available must be taken, crucial. And then GB says good luck, Bokke. Hopes for a spectacle from an Englishman. And then will Faf play for England going forward? So I'm not sure if I missed something out, but Faf is not playing for England at all. So I don't know. I don't know what the situation will be, but surely Faf is not going to play for England. Let's go through that team lineup again for those of you who've just joined in. For England, we've got Freddie Stewart, Joe Marchant, Henry Slate, Manu Tuolangi, Johnny May, Marcus Smith, and Ben Youngs in the back line. Then in the forwards, we've got Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, Courtney Laws, Johnny Hill, Maro Itoje, Carl Sinclair, Jamie Blamiri, and Bevan Rott. Then on the bench for them, Nick Dolly, Joe Marler, Will Stewart, Charlie Ewell, Sam Simmons, Alec Dombrand, Rafi Quirk, and Mac Mullins. So very formidable England side, and especially looking forward to the clash of the forwards here today between the two sides. Then for South Africa, we've got Willie Leroux, Jesse Creel, Lukanya Damien Dielendi, Makazolo Mapimpi, Andre Pollard, and Kobus Reinhardt. And then in the forwards, we've got Dwayne Vermeulen, Kwagga Smith, Siya Kolisi, Lode Jager, Eben Etzebeth, Trevor Nyakani, Bongi Bunambi, and Oxner Shear. And then on that bench for the bomb squad, Malcolm Marx, Steven Kitzel, Vincent Kok, Franco Mostert, Jasper Wiese, Herschel Jantjies, Elton Jantjies, and Frans Versteyn. So looking forward to a really, really good game. Let's see. Andres says, yes, Guru Khanat, it's going really well. Thank you, Andres. And then Sudaya says, Scotland will fight Japan, I think. And then Franklin says, Boks all the way from Columbia in South Carolina. Godfrey says, good luck, Bokke. And then also Sudaya says, good luck on Springboks. No Farrell to high tackle, elbow cough, says Petrus Pretorius. So, yeah, no yellow card there. I'm sure Marcus Smith will not be giving away a high tackle, but you just never know. You just never know. He's still very unrecognizable on the international scene. So that could easily change towards the game. So Devon says, we are baptized with rain before Bokke played his shows. That blessings are on our side. Ricardo Waki says, go Bokke. Kevin says, South Africa wins by 17. Proudly South African. And then Michael says, he just learned that Kwagga Smith is called the Jackal. So, yeah, I also didn't know that until earlier this week. And then Michael McGrill says, yeah, we did see that one. And then Angelo says, so many reasons for the Boks to pull all their fire into this game. And then Andries says, wat dink jy van die game, Guru? So what I'm expecting is a really hard-fought battle up front in that opening 20 minutes with a lot of box kicking and a lot of up and unders to come in that opening 20 to 30 minutes, and a lot of penalties being given away either side of the field. So if we're lucky, we'll see a try in that first half, but I do feel that the game will open up a little bit more in the second half with the Boks just going in between 5 and 10 points. 7 Centillion says, who is the water boy duty for the Springboks today? I'm not sure. They banned our water boy, so I'm not sure who's going to be the water boy today. Domenica Go says, Boks by 10. Cameron Kleinhans, afternoon people, afternoon Guru. How's it going, Cameron? Always looking forward to some rugby banter with Cameron as well. And then Brett Flanner says, we need Cyril as water boy. That will get the UK press talking. And then Andri says, ek wil sê die Bokke gaan wen, maar ek weet nie. En then Willie Norkie says, hallo daar. Dit sal 'n lekker game wees. And then Nuat asking, where can you watch the match? So you have to have a Super Sport subscription or a Sky Sport subscription, maybe a Stan Sport subscription, I think, as well. So if you've got either of those, you will be able to watch the game. Otherwise, you will only be able to listen to the commentary. as there will be no live footage shown on the stream today. Then also England will keep an eye on Makazola, I know. And then Beatrice says, sad not to have Fussy more game time, which is true. I mean, I said it a little bit earlier, Beatrice. I was so disappointed with Fussy's performance earlier today against the Cheetahs. He came off the bench playing for the Sharks in that Toyota Challenge, and he kind of cost the Sharks the game at the end, but I don't blame him. I blame the Springbok management because of the lack of game time that he received throughout the tour, and you can clearly see that the guy is rusty and his confidence are not that great. So it now makes sense as to why Jock didn't want to play Apalile Fassi throughout this tour. He should have had more game time in the Rugby Championship, and he should have started this end of year tour. So, yeah, there goes Fassy's form. He'll need to regroup, regain confidence, and show a bit of class in the URC. And hopefully, he will do that. Lauren says Springbok will try to rampage them, and then Boks will make it. I believe in my team. Cameron says always good, no complaints, Guru. Looking forward to the game myself. Uh, Hope the Boks can pull through today. I honestly hope so too, Cameron. And then Devon Shire says, with discipline within you, obviously all the weapons to win the game. And that is key today. If we can do the discipline right, there's no reason why we should lose this game against England today. Looking at the weather conditions on the field, it does look a little bit cold, by the looks of things. I'm not sure if it does look a little bit cloudy at the stadium as well. So overcast weather, maybe expecting a little bit of rain throughout this game. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it's going to be an all open, free flowing game today. So expect the forwards to really climb into each other and have a good crack at each other as well today. So, yeah, I'm going to take just a really quick break, guys. But when I do come back, we will go through the Springbok lineup again and go through some of the comments as well. Let me know in the comments section so long where you guys are watching this from, and I will give a shout out to you guys when I do come back. So do stay tuned. Just going to be away for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will be back. Right, and I'm back. So let's just go through the comment sections here real quickly. Pro Savage says, Mapimpi will score today, like it or not. And then Bokke 31-21. Tavita asks who's going to win. So I'm backing the Springboks to win this game today. Lawrence says, I'm going to throw a wild one, 45-12 to the Boks today. And then Werner says, all the way Bokke. Alan says, go Bokke, world number one. Miguel says, England 12, South Africa 23. How about 32-12, guys? How great would that be? Watching from the UK, Northwood in a pub, absolutely no one here to watch the rugby. And then Devon says, guys, discipline first, the rest will follow. Berenice says, Mapimpi to score. Brett says, Japan gave Scotland a run for their money. Game is still within reach. And then England is going to try and not let Mapimpi score today. Pro Savage says, all the way from Cape Town. Berenice says, go Bokke. Then also Mike says, hey Guru, thanks for the commentary from my small holdings in the Northern Cape. And then Bokke forwards must hurt them in the first 30 minutes. So a lot of people are definitely backing the Springboks to win today. And let's, with about 10 minutes to go before the players run onto the field, let's go through the team lineups one more time, guys. So we've got England, who's got Freddie Stewart, Joe Marchant, Henry Slate, Manu Tuolangi, Johnny May, Marcus Smith, and Ben Youngs. A very formidable backline here for them as well, with Freddie Stewart being the man of the match last week against Australia. So he will come in very confident into this game and will be looking to try and suppress the Springboks box kicking. But be sure that the Boks will throw a lot of box kicks in the line with Freddie Stewart and Joe Marchant. Joe Marchant, obviously an outside or inside centre, now made winger. One of the areas where we might try and capitalize on this. But then again, we've got Jesse Krill on the right wing as well, who is a centre/fullback. So very similar there. Henry Slate, another kicker in the side, looking maybe for that 50-20 22 kicks today. That will be quite interesting. Expect Manu Tuolangi to go at the Boks, run straight at them throughout the whole game. Johnny May, we know what an exceptional player he is. Given space and time, he will really hurt the Springboks if we don't keep him at bay. And then Marcus Smith and Ben Youngs that arm off and fly off. I do believe that is the area where South Africa will try and target this England side today. Is at that number 10 channel, where Marcus Smith is still very inexperienced, and it could be a sink or swim game for him today. But luckily, he's got the experience of Ben Youngs at 9 to help him out. Forward-wise, Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, Courtney Laws, very formidable loose trio. But like I said, Eddie Jones trying to make Tom Curry a number 8, which is not. They do have the likes of Sam Simmons there that can play number 8. So it's a little bit disappointing that Eddie Jones keep going with Tom Curry at number 8, but it could be in favour for the Springboks today. So not complaining. Sam Underhill, we know, quality player, missed in that British and Irish Lions tour. Definitely going to have a major impact on this game today. Courtney Laws have been quite exceptional. He's also the captain today in the absence of Owen Farrell. So looking forward to that battle between Dwayne Vermeulen and Kwagga and Sia against these guys. Then Johnny Hill and Maro Itoje has become a formidable lock combination. The likes of Carl Sinclair, Jamie Blamiri, and Bevan Rott is where the England side are lacking in experience as well, with Jamie Blamiri and Bevan Rott, the two youngsters in that side. So can Ox and Trevor and Bongi punish these two guys today? I don't think Sinclair's got enough to stop this South African pack to really dominate up front. Then on the bench for England, we've got Nick Dolly, Joe Marlow, Will Stewart, Charlie Ewell, Sam Simmons, Alex Dombrandt, Rafi Quirk, and Max Mullins. So it looks like they've gone with a 6-2 split here is England. So very interesting to see that they've opted to go that way. Expect a forward-dominated battle between South Africa and England today. And given the forecast as well, we could be in for a very tightly contested forward battle. Having a look at the South African side, Willie Leroux, Jesse Creel, Lukanya Am, and Damien Dialendi, Makazole Mapimpi, Hanrey Pollard, and Kobus Reinach today. So Kobus Reinach getting his start today ahead of Herschel Jantjies, who I think had a really dreadful game last week. And he can build his confidence up in where he's really good at, and that is being the impact player off the bench, which he has done really well so far this year. Andre Pollard comes back into the starting lineup. He needs to be spot on with his kicking duties, but I do believe that we've picked him for that defensive channel as well today. Like I said, expect Manu Tuolangi to have a crack at the box the whole game through. So that is why Andre Pollard is there, along with Damien Dialendi and Lukanya Am. I think our defensive system will be well in place. And then Billy, Jesse, and Makazolo must really showcase their class up in the air, because I do expect that England will come with the box kicks as well throughout this game. It's definitely something that they would have been practicing. But then again, everybody expected the box to do the same kind of tactic in a World Cup final, and we came out and absolutely blew them away with an attacking game. Having a look at the forwards, Dwayne Vermeulen, Kwagga Smith, Sekulisi, Lode Jager, Eben Etzeret, Trevin Yakani, Bongi Bunambi, and Ox Nashir. Like I mentioned earlier, Dwayne Vermeulen's experience and leadership skill will be next to nothing in this game. He's a great ball carrier as well, great ball stealer on the ground as well. So, along with Kwagga Smith, who's had a couple of really good games, we should expect him to really come out firing. And then Siya Kolisi having the best season of his career so far. And then Lewis and Etzebeth, great combination at lock. Should be too much for England. And then Trevin Yakani, Bongi Benambi, and Ox will definitely soften them up. For Malcolm Mark, Stephen Kitsop, and Vincent Koch, expect them to come on just before halftime or just after halftime, who knows. And then Franco Mostert, Jasper Wiese, for me, the breakthrough player of the year for South Africa. Herschel Jantjies, Elton Jantjies, and then the veteran of Francois Steyn at number 23, who can slot in at inside center or fullback or even fly off if he's required in that position. So a lot of experience that Francois Steyn brings to the Springboks side as well. Going through some more comments here. Johannes Payne says, first try Bongi. And then Pete Pompey says, hi Guru, haven't been this nervous for a game in a while. Make Twickenham Bok territory go Bokke. Johnny Douglas says Bokke only. Sandra Grobler says, dankie Guru, Sonja commentary is ons verloor hier in Canada, want dit word nie hier live uitgesaai en geen probleem Sandra. Really appreciate your support as well. And you guys can show a little bit of support. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Owen says, you're not world champions for nothing. Go all out for the win. And then Lawrence Reda says, first try Reinach. And then AK says, Maro Doge. And then Marty says, sitting in Schiphol Airport, cannot wait for the game. Go Bokke. And then Kwagga, man of the match. Shark Brain says, Courtney Laws is way too slow to play loose forward. The breakdowns are going to be a big problem for England. And then MC sê ja, ek stem Maro gaan 'n rude awakening kry vandag. Goals we have to be confident, go Bokke. And you can feel the electricity in the Cape. We're behind C and the boys. Captain, our captain, you lead by example, says Diane Boshoff. Marcus Smith will get smashed in this game, says Shark Brain. MC sê, hier is ek weer, ek weet, nou rooi rok voor jou deur. And then, yeah, England front row is so weak, it will be embarrassing if the Boks lose here. And then Golza says, I dislike it when we get overconfident, always seem to bring bad luck. I do believe we will win, but I think it's going to be a tough match that can easily go either way. And that is true. It can really go any way at the end of the day. Alan says, one weakness of England, they concentrate too much on opponent key players, which can cost them the game, and in previous games as well. Kobus Reinach will come out as the big surprise of this game. So then also, let's go through a few more. John Mayer has joined, says, let's go Bokke. Brett Flainer has given a P50 super sticker. So thank you for that donation as well, Brett. I'm not sure what currency it is in, but all donations are appreciated, and you all can do that by buying a super sticker or a super chat, or you could become a member of the channel as well, or you can just press the like and subscribe button. Angela Langston says, be afraid, England, be very afraid. The Boks will be on fire. Byron Knight says, defense is vital. Tian says, Japan didn't do bad. So I think let's go and have a look what the results was for that as well again, just real quickly, because I wasn't able to see the results at this stage. So let me just pull that up again before we go over to the Springboks side again, because they're just going through a couple of press conferences with Eddie Jones at the moment. So Scotland managed to win by 9 points in the end, 29 points to 20. And that didn't do well for my Super Brew, as I thought that Scotland would have won that game by at least 20 points. So well done to Japan for holding off Scotland, losing just by 9 points. And then Italy won with only 7 points against Uruguay, winning 17 points to 10. And currently Georgia is leading Fiji by 6 points to 0 at the moment as well. So not the results that we thought so far, I would say, to be quite honest. But great to see that Japan managed to get back into that competitive mood again. Wedge Tiger says, how are you doing, Guru? Go Boks. I'm doing well, thanks, Wedge. And then Andrew says, go Boks, good vibes. Jean Grenier says, it's a bit for president. And Miguel says, Smith, not going to be an impact on the field today. Justice says, what's going on in the rugby world? Is the rugby controlled by British people, English people? It seems like it. And then Andre says, front back will give them good front ball. And then John Mayer says, England to start strong. England will lead at halftime. Will come down to what the Springboks will be able to do in the second half. First half will be vital, says Harif. Shark Brain says Marcus Smith can't do anything if the forward's going backwards. And then Brett says, sending appreciation from the Philippines. Thanks again, Brett. And then Zedai says, Nick Perry wants England to win. Go Bokke for Rassie. Pieter says, Springboks never choose informed players. Then Dion Smith says, dankie vir die uitstekende kommentaar. Thanks, Dion, as well. Sharks, all my Super Brew pick lost already with those scores. And then, going by that, I was fifth in South Africa and I think eighth in the world with Super Brew before the kickoff of this last weekend. So those two results will definitely not boost well on my end result. And then Annalise van Rensburg says, how will the ref performance be? To me, is quite unknown for such a big match. So I haven't seen a lot from Brace as well. So let's hope he's not going to influence the game badly. I know they said last week's referee was going to be bad as well, and he ended up being a really decent referee at the end of the day. So, Nicholas says, Guru, what do you think the score will be at the end? How do you think the winning team will win? Oh, that's a close one. So I do believe that the Boks will be leading by, say, 2 or 3 points and then score the winning try towards the last 8 minutes of the game. So definitely hoping that South Africa will finish it there. Man of Valor says, will we watch it live here or only listen? So it will only be listen. You won't find it anywhere on YouTube, unfortunately. Rudy Vessel says, good afternoon, up for a smashing game. High intensity stuff coming up. Lots of penalties, definitely. Like I said before, I think our discipline will be key in winning this game. If our discipline is going to let us down, then England will win this game. Like we saw last week with England versus Australia, they gave away too many penalties, too many handling errors to be quite fair. And let's hope South Africa's not going to fall into that same trap here today, because it could be trouble all the way. Brett Flainer says, it's honestly sad that we need to even think about red. That alone should be a red flag to World Rugby. So, yeah, it's like they said, the Erasmus video that was leaked at the end of the day did bring the confidence of the referees into dispute. And unfortunately, we will be keep talking about the referee's performance until World Rugby start to do something about the really poor refereeing from officials. So let's hope it's not going to bring a damper on this game today, because honestly, I hope that South Africa will win fair and squarely. I think the same goes for all England supporters as well. We don't want to end up in a situation where we say the referee robbed us or the referee won it for us. Jean Prunier says England on their own is nothing, but Eddie Jones will be a major factor. Domenico says awesome commentary, thank you so much. And then Rian says Russie worked Eddie out ages ago. Stephen Daniel says go Bokke, you'll win if you play your normal game. 2019 World Cup is done. Forget it and win again into 2021. Waterman Russie. World Rugby thinks refs are infallible angels, says ZA. And then Alistair Hall says Boks 32, England 20. Here we go, boys. We have more to gain. And then Bokke against the world, says Pietrus. And then Sharpbrain says at least Nick Berry is not the referee. And Miguel says first the ref in soccer, now rugby. SA not a ref's favourite. And Berenice says, yep, Rian, that's why we are number one in the world. And Lawrence says, I agree about the ref's guru. And then Psycho Monkey Gaming, will the actual game be on here? Unfortunately not, guys. This is only the live commentary for the game. There will be no live footage of the actual game. So if you want to watch the game live, you will need a Super Sports subscription, Stan Sports subscription, or a Sky Sports subscription. And then you will only be able to watch it. Then Griza says, good evening from Vietnam, missing home. And then Naomi says, you're the best, love your commentary. Thank you again, Naomi, for that as well. Then Barry says, 2 minutes to go. So the players haven't run onto the field yet. So kickoff will actually be in about 10 minutes' time, they say. So the players should be coming onto the field any time now. Zede says, if the ref we're getting is no less controversial. And then Eddie Jones is overrated, says Katima. Kevin Lind says, good luck to both teams. Playing England at Twickers is always a great occasion. Ultimately, rugby will be the winner. Go Bokke. And then Alistair says, my 6-year-old daughter says the Boks are going to win, and she never lies. LOL. Kala Mentor says, kom Bokke. Alexander Kutsia says, Bokke wen vandag gaan IRB se hoofpyn verdubbel. Dankie vir die lekker kommentaar. Thank you, Alexander, for that comment as well. And then Tertius says, why can't we watch the game? So I would get a copyright strike if I do show any live footage of the game. So that's why I'm only doing the commentary for the ones that are unable to watch the game live, and just to keep you guys up to date with the score and commentary as well. So, yeah, Andrew Brace, the referee for today. He is from Cardiff in Wales. Made his test debut in 2019. And, his assistant referees, Angus Gardner, Frank Murphy, and the TMO being Brian McNeese. So should be interesting to see how they do referee this game. TJ DePress says, hello, Guru. Good to listen to you again, buddy. Boks will win. Sharkbrain says, Eddie Jones talked a lot of nonsense about Russie this year, but all of a sudden he doesn't want to comment. Yeah, it doesn't make really sense, really, does it, Sharkbrain? And then Barry Green says, one more time of the Boks lineup. We will be doing that as soon as they run onto the field, Barry. Then I will go through the team lineups one more time. Naze Williams says, from New Zealand here, so obviously All Black supporter, but I work with a couple of South Africans down here, and they are awesome people. So South Africa I support after the All Blacks. Ross October says, Squacha man of the series. Herman Ellis says, Boks, let's win this game. Doesn't matter who say what about the Boks. 2019 is far gone. Let's prove we deserve it. And then RB says, how's it, Guru? Sending how's it from DRC. Never miss your awesome commentary. Thank you so much, RB. And then Marty Smith says, thanks, Guru. It's all about passion. And then Devin Shah says, we believe in you that you will make it. And then go Boykies, Bokke Alipat. So, yeah, head-to-head. 26 wins for the Boks, 15 to England, 2 draws apiece. England having lost 26 and lost 15 is the Springboks. So South Africa definitely have the better of them. So head-to-head in England, England has won 10, South Africa 11. One game was drawn, so the last meeting 12-11, South Africa lost, and also due to a controversial referee decision, which should have been a penalty to South Africa. Herman Ellis says we must win. Box too much All Black supporters for England today. And then ZA says that recently, as this week, Eddie claimed Box stated that England are weak. However, there is no record of anyone from the Springboks saying that. And I agree. I didn't see anything like that throughout the lead up to this game. Then let's see. Bernice Vessel says, "Let the game begin. Go Bokke." Barry asking who won against Barcelona versus Cheetahs. So the Cheetahs, I think, ran away 99-12 victorious, I think, at the end of the day. And then Nicole van Blerk says, "Lekker boys, let's do this. Go Bokke. Cheering you from Amsterdam." So, yeah, let me know in the comment section where you guys are from. The Springboks are about to make their way onto the field. So we will go through the team lineups just one more time before kickoff. Loretta van der Ross says, "Go Bokke." 7 Centillion says, "England players are pure and holy. SA players are brute and dirty." So it's a good case of good versus evil. I don't know where you get to that one, 7 Centillion, but I can tell you what, they're just as evil as us at times. Nazi says, "Smash Marcus Smith out of the game early." And then Pierre Fillion says, "Copenhagen. Where's your t-shirt, Guru?" So it's not fitting me anymore, Barry. Lockdown has been cruel. Vilna Kim says, "Mark Strots Bokke." Miguel says, "England going to struggle with the Boks backs." And then Dion Moodley says, "Hi from Scotland." Eddie is scared. I don't think he slept well last night. Go boys. Love green and gold. And then Ashley Clausen says, "Hello, Guru. Always good to hear you. Can you please put on your Springbok t-shirt?" It's not fitting, guys, unfortunately. If it did, I would have definitely worn it. Zedai says, "Columbus, Ohio from Cape Town. Go Bokke from America. Lekker to hear everyone all over the world from Los Angeles," says Ross October. Then Rian says, "I immigrated to Czech Republic almost 4 years ago. I have become less humble." And then Graham also says hi. So let's go through the team lineups, guys, as England has now also made their way onto the field. So let's go through the team lineups one more time before the kickoff will get underway. So for England, we've got Freddie Stewart, Joe Marchant, Henry Slate, Manu Tuolangi, Johnny May, Marcus Smith, and Ben Youngs. Look out for Freddie Stewart, Marcus Smith, and Manu Tuolangi today. In the forwards, we've got Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, Courtney Laws, Johnny Hill, Maro Itoje, Carl Sinclair, Jamie Blamiri, and Bevan Roth. Then on the bench for England, Nick Dolly, Joe Marler, Will Stewart, Charlie Ewell, Sam Simmons, Alex Dombrand, Rafi Quirk, and Max Mullins. And then for South Africa, we've got Philly LaRue, Jesse Kriel, Lukanya Damien Dialendi, Makazola Mapimpi, Andre Pollard, and Kobus Reinhardt. Then up front, we've got Dwayne Vermeulen, Kwagga Smith, Sia Kulisi, Lua de Jager, Eben Etzebeth, Trevin Yakani, Bongi Bunambi, and Oxner Shear. Then the bomb squad, Malcolm Marks, Stephen Kitzel, Vincent Kok, Franco Mostert, Jasper Visser, Herschel Yankees, Elton Yankees, and Francois Steyn. Right, going through the last comments here. So Shark Brain says, Eddie said that the Boks have a weakness, but he didn't want to say what it was, because I don't think he knows what it is. Kevin Lind says, England 18, Bokke 23, and why is Faf not playing today? Says Nicholas, he is out injured at the moment. Then also we've got Sharon says, Nebraska, USA behind the box. Stephen Daniel says SA27, England 16. And then Angela says, should we crowdfund for a new Springbok t-shirt for you? Just as you guys like. Graham says, from Wigan, England, go Bokke. And then Tom Charles says, from Chiselstein in the Netherlands. And then Lekker 8, Tacna, Peru, go Boks. Right, so yeah, we're very close to to the kickoff, guys, as we're going through the national anthem of the Springboks at the moment. So, yeah, it should be one of those games, very tightly contested in the first half, with the Boks hopefully running away with it, or not running away, but winning it before the end of the game. We've been trailing in both games so far at halftime, so yeah, if we could trail by halftime and win the game, why not? But it would be great if we could lead at halftime for a change as well. So I've got the poll up on the channel as well, guys. So just going through that, I think we've got around 612 votes. The prediction for this game, 35% says Boks by 1 to 10, and then Boks by 11 to 20 got 51%. So the majority of the votes, or at least half of the votes, say that the Boks will win this game by 11 to 20 points. And then 7% says England by 1 to 10, and another 7% says England to win by 11 to 20 points. So, yeah, dominant from the South African fans. Farid Khan, where's the aura? So it is here, it's next to me. It is here next to me, Farid. Achilles says Mapimpi certainly will score. And then Miguel says Bokke got to be dominant in the first half of the game. When is the game starting? So it's going to kick off any time now with both national anthems done and dusted. We should be in for a cracking game. Michael Bester says SA 30, England 14. And then John Mayer says, I hope Reinhardt will carry his Montpellier form over to the Boks today. Let's hope that is going to be the case for the Springbok side today. So it all comes down to this last game, guys. I did say it once and I will say it again. If we manage to lose this game, I would rate this as a failed tour or end of year tour, given that we haven't given the youngsters an opportunity to play as well. So anything less than a win today would be, for me personally, a failure. So let's hope South Africa can come out firing and win this game here today. Katima says, this team has the winning mentality, not to be mentioned fighting spirit. And then a horror story coming for England, says Woody. And then Arzu Smith says, hello from Turkey. Ashley also says, strength can become weakness. That's Eddie's work. So let's see if they can find any weakness today. Right, so we should be getting this game underway any second now, guys. So good luck to all the Springbok fans. Good luck to all the England fans. Let's hope for a spectacle of a game. And for me, I think this is going to be the game of the weekend. So let's hope it doesn't disappoint. And we could see a really good game here between the two sides. And with obviously the Springboks coming out on top at the end of the day. Right, so just to see who's going to open up. Andrew Brace, the referee for today. Like I said, not a lot of known from him. Made his test debut in 2017. So hopefully he will not disappoint us today. Right, so it does look like South Africa will be kicking off this game. It's Andre Pollard with the ball in hand. So here we go, guys. All the best to both teams as this game is now underway. Andre Pollard with a kickoff. And it's a high hanging kickoff from him. And it's beautifully taken by England's Tom Curry. Just outside of the 22, they go on a driving ball. Is England. Now it goes down. Ben Young's waiting for it. Gets it out to Courtney Laws. Beats the first line of defense, but tackled by Trevor Nyakane. Now Ben Young's waiting for it. It looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top here. Goes with the box kick over the top. The chase now coming. Yebanetsabeth underneath. Dwayne Vermeulen underneath it. And he's collected it beautifully for South Africa now. Cobus Reinhardt, he's going to go on a little snipe here. Makes a bit of ground over the 10-meter line. Inside England's half. Mapimpi at scrum half. Gets it out to Trevor Nyakane right on the 10-meter line now for the Springboks. Cobus Reinhardt gets it out to Andre Pollard, out to Dwayne Vermeulen. He's going to set up a nice ruck here for South Africa. Cobus Reinhardt to Andre Pollard, who goes high up into the air. It is Jesse Kriel chasing after this one. And the Boks have won it, but it comes back to the side of Curry, and England now have it on a 10-meter line. Ben Young's down at the back of this ruck, just controlling it. Goes to the box kick over the top himself. Chase coming from Johnny May, but it's beautifully taken by Willie Leroux now. He's going to try and have a run here as Willie Leroux up to the 10-meter line. Africa's half now. Quivers Reynard gets it back to Bongi Munambi. Bongi drives it up, still on the 10-meter line of South Africa. Now Andre Pollard goes high up into the air again now. Makazoloma Pimpi is chasing. Stewart has got it. Now Dialendi tries to make the tackle, but he slips out of the first line of defence up to halfway now. Is England. Ben Young's waiting for it. Now Marcus Smith goes high up into the air. Chase coming from Johnny May. Willie Leroux underneath it, but I think he's knocked it on. No, so the referee. Play on comes the way of England now. Marcus Smith on halfway, puts a little cross kick in. There's nobody there, and England might get this one. It's Martian who's got it on the 22-meter line. Tackled by Andre Pollard on the 22-meter line. Now Marcus Smith on scrum off. Gets it out to Carl Sinclair. He's going to drive it up for England. Just short of the 22 now. Marcus Smith out to Maro Itoje. South African defence needs to be solid now. Ben Youngs gets it out to Marcus Smith again. Back in. Oh, he's throws a little dummy, but nobody falling for it. Now Ben Youngs with a little stab through. Stewart after this. Can he get the try for them? No, Willie Leroux's there. And dots it down for South Africa. But it's going to be a 5-meter scrum to England. And South Africa will need to wake up here. Great start from England. And I think by having a look at this opening 2.5 minutes, I think the weakness that Eddie Jones, or the strength that Eddie Jones were talking about with the kicking game. He's going to try and bombard us with kicks today. And Willie Leroux just taking that ball over the try line, dots it down, nothing else he could have done. And now it's a 5-meter scrum down to England. About 5 meters from the left-hand touch line with England to feed this ball. Trouble for South Africa early on in this game. Can South African defence hold out in this opening 3 minutes of this game already? England definitely having an early crack at the box here, and we need to be really strong on the defence now. Ben Youngs will feed this first ball to the scrum. Can South Africa put the authority on England early on in this game? Right, let's see. Free kick here to England from the first scrum of the game. And it does look like England will go down for another scrum. So, South Africa feeling the early pressure here in this opening scrum of the game. A lot of space on the right-hand side of the field here for England to move this ball out wide. Dialendi and Lekanya along with Willie will really have to know their story on the defence now. 4.5 minutes gone in this game, and England with the first scrum of the game, 5 meters out from South Africa's try line. 5 meters from the left-hand touch line, it will be Ben Youngs to feed this ball to the scrum. Big scrum coming up now. Oh, penalty here to England. And England win the first scrum battle here on the day. And Carl Sinclair is all smiles at the moment. What will the decision now be from England here? Will they go for touch or set up another line out? Yeah, they are going to set up a line out here, 5 meters out from the try line. So expect a driving maul to come now from them. Right, can South Africa withstand this pressure early on in this game? 5 minutes gone. Blameri now with a throw into this line out. Important first throw in for him. And be sure for South Africa to try and attack here. But they do form the maul here as England, and it goes down just 2 meters short of the try line. Ben Youngs waiting for this, setting up his forwards. Carl Sinclair looks like he's going to pick up and go now. Picks up and goes. Still 2 meters out from the try line. Now Ben Youngs. Ben Youngs gets it out to Manu Tuolangi. Good defense from Sia Khaleesi and Damian Dialendi now. Ball comes back. Ben Youngs, Marcus Smith now. Out wide they go. Stewart out to Johnny May. Johnny May beats one defender, but held up beautifully in defense there by the Springboks. Still coming. Now it's Johnny Hill. Johnny Hill just 5 meters out now. Ben Youngs out to Moro Itoje. Itoje driven back in the tackle. Still coming is Johnny May now. Still about 3 meters out from the South African try line is England. Here they come again. Marcus Smith out wide they go. Must be a try here for Manu Tuolangi. And he's in the corner here for England. And England strike first in this game. South African defence just unable to hold out there. And it's Manu Tuolangi who gets the try in for England after 6.5 minutes in this game. Well. Are we in for a hell of a game here today? Well, we'll have to wait and see how things are going to turn out here today. But Manu Tuolangi is in the corner here for England. And, South African defence valiantly keeping them out for about a minute. Left and right, England played. But at the end of the day, just an overlap created on the outside. And Manu Tuolangi dives in the corner here for England. Yeah, nothing Jesse Krill could do with that. Too much space on the outside here for Manu Tuolangi, and no way that Andre Pollard was going to stop him 5 meters from the try line. Outpaced, outmuscled, and in the corner goes Manu Tuolangi. 7.5 minutes gone in this one, and it's going to be Marcus Smith now, I think, to try and convert this one. Or will it be Henry Slade? Yeah, Marcus Smith from the corner, and he's got it over as well for England. What a kick from him. And England are leading by 7 points to 0 here after 7.5 minutes of play. What a start from England. And South Africa will have to strike back very quickly if they want to stay in this game. England has come out to play. Looks like Manu Tuolangi has left the field. And on comes Mullins for him. So not sure if he's going to come back on the field. The restart from South Africa taken by England inside at 22 now. And Ben Young's controlling at the back here. Goes for the box kick over the top. And that's going to find touch roundabout between the 10, almost close to the 10-meter line inside England's half. And line out to South Africa now. So great opportunity for the Springboks to hit back now. Let's just see what happened there to Manu Tuolangi. I think he might have hurt his ankle or something, I think it is. So, not sure whether he will be back on the field. Bongi Benambi now with a throw into the line out taken by Luat de Jager. The maul has been formed by South Africa now. What can South Africa do from here? Bongi Benambi controlling at the back of this maul now. South Africa now starting to move forward. It's gone down, so it will need to come out now for South Africa. On the 10-meter line, inside England's half, Cobus Reinach has got his hands on the ball. Going to get it out to Luat de Jager. Goes in a little bit high and needs to get this ball back. They do get it back now. Cobus Reinach right waiting for it on the 10-meter line. Goes to the box kick over the top now. The chase coming from South Africa, but not quick enough. And a mark easily made by Johnny May. Oh, he stabbed it quickly and he's knocked it on. So it could be a scrum down to the Springboks here. What a mistake from Johnny May, 10 meters from his own try line. Tried to tap it quickly and then knocked it on in the process. So what a let off there for the Boks. Now there's a chance here for South Africa, about 10 meters out from England's try line, right on the right-hand touch line. A great opportunity for the Springboks to hit back as well. So Manu Tuolangi will not be playing any further role. He scored a try and now he's off the field. Injury break currently to another one of the England players. But 9 minutes and 52 seconds gone in this game. And a chance now for the Boks to hit back. Great opportunity here for the Boks. About 10 meters out from the try line. And a really good chance to get back now. Right, what will they do? Scrum down to South Africa. Right on the right-hand touch line, 10 meters out from England's try line. What can South Africa do? Can they hit back? Cobus Reinach to feed this ball to the scrum for the Springboks. Remember, the first scrum was a penalty against Trevor Nyakane for losing his bind. So, pressure coming from England. Let's see what they can do. Right, scrum feed here. Oh, it's gone down immediately, and the referee, he's given a penalty to England. So, probably a touch judge call there, and, definitely punishing the Springboks here at scrum time at the moment. And Trevor Nyakane giving away his second penalty of the game at scrum time, which is very unusual and very unlike him. Right, so Marcus Smith now with the kick downfield here for England, and he's going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside England's half. So let's just see how he slipped his bind yet again with Trevor Nyakane, and getting a lot of pressure there from Bevan Roth, the new youngster in the England squad. So need to sort that out very quickly, otherwise we could be in for a long day here. Blamiri with a throw in. Oh, it's been stolen by South Africa, but somehow the ball, will it come back to England's side? Yes, it will. So Ben Youngs have got it now between the 10 and the 22 of England. Gets it out now here to Sam Underhill. Is going to set it up. Driven back in a tackle by Trevor Nyakane again. Ball coming back very slowly here for England at the moment. Still between the 10 and the 22-meter line of England. Ben Youngs now going with the box kick over the top. Here they come. Johnny May is chasing after this. And the bounce of the ball directly into touch. So we're going to come back all the way back for a line out to South Africa. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of England. So a mistake there from them. And another chance now for the Springboks to get something going. Right, so Bongi Munambi now with the throw into this line out for South Africa. And taken by Etzebeth now. Kobus Reinhardt gets it out to Andre Pollard, who gives it out to Sia Khaleesi. Up over the 10-meter line now. Right in the middle of the field, Lendi now. Andre Pollard out to Vali Leroux. Vali Leroux with a little chip kick over the top. Chased by Lukanyam. The bounce of the ball is terrible for England. And they knocked it on. No, Johnny May has got it 5 meters out from his own try line. But a penalty to South Africa. And a chance now. Will they go quickly here, South Africa, or not? A little bit of a scuffle now, taken quickly by Vali Leroux, but the referee's having none of it and calling them back for that scuffle between the players. But it will be a penalty now to South Africa, 5 meters out from the try line, and a great opportunity now for the Boks. Just stopping the time quickly, Mapimpi and Courtney Laws are being chatted to by the referee. And we'll just see if the Tempest will be flying today or not. Right, so it is a penalty to South Africa, 5 meters out from England's try line. Will they go for a scrum? Put the pressure on England, or do they go for the three-pointer? Not so sure. Maybe we should be trying to push for an opening try. We looked really dangerous there on the attack, and that little kick from Vali Leroux, the bounce of the ball was really kind to the Springboks. And Johnny May having a little bit of an awkward day. He knocked that ball on as well. So very lucky to get away with the knock on, but then gave away a penalty for not releasing. So I do believe that South Africa will go for goal from here. And Andre Pollard will have this attempt at goal for the Springboks. Just to put the Boks on the board here. Andre Pollard has lined it up and he's got it. So 7 points to 3 it is now after a really good start from England. Manu Tuolangi going in the corner for England. And now South Africa striking back with a penalty of their own. 14 minutes gone in this first half of the game. Marcus Smith will now restart this for England. The moment it looks like a very tightly contested game with nobody really showing dominance over each other. Both teams looking really good on the attack. Right, Marcus Smith to get this game back underway. And here he goes with a high-hanging kick. Vali Leroux underneath it. Beautifully caught on the 22-meter line. Now Kobus Reinhardt at the back of the ruck gets it out to Loer de Jager. Loer de Jager over the 22 they go now. Right in the middle of the field, Kobus Reinhardt waiting for the ball to come out for the Springboks. Looks like he will be going with the box kick over the top. Does so, and here comes the chase from Makazola Mapimpi. Who's going to get this? Oh, it's beautifully taken by Eben Etzebeth. And the Boks have got the ball on the 10-meter line now. Here they come again now. Andre Pollard out wide. They've got to overlap. Oh, the pass from Billy's not a good one. Picked up by Lukanya at the back of his feet now. And it's been ripped by Johnny May as well. Puts a little kick in behind, but stopped by Vali Leroux. So let's just see what the referee says. Yeah, there's been a little knock on from South Africa. So it's going to be a scrum down to England. So, yeah, it's a lot of action early on. Vali Leroux's pass There was so much space on the outside, but somehow the pass just didn't want to go cleanly into the hands. So I think it was 5 against 2 or 3 on the right hand side of the field. And then the sloppy pass from Willie out to Lukanyam. But anyway, scrum down to England between the 10 and the 22, about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline for England. Our scrums is not doing well, says Achilles at the moment. So, yeah, we're struggling, but we'll get there. Right, so Ben Youngs to feed this one for England now. 16 minutes gone in this game and all to play for. Big scrum coming from South Africa this time, but Ben Young gets it out to Henry Slate. Out wide it goes, Steele. There's space on the outside here for England. Over the 22 they go. It's Mullins, 5 meters from the try line for England. Now Johnny May steps back inside. Big tackle from Sia Khaleesi. South African defence in tatters at the moment. Now the ball comes back very slowly for England. 5 meters out from the try line. About 15 meters from the right-hand touchline. Here they come. It's Stewart. Stewart is over the try line and he's got it for England. South Africa needs to wake up. South Africa needs to wake up here. Otherwise, we're in for a very long day here. Too much space on the outside. And Freddie Stewart now got his second international try. South Africa's defense really poor there. Let's just see what happened there. It's Makazola Mapimpi and Willie LaRue that came in too soon into the defensive channel and caused the overlap on the outside for England. And from there, just momentum taking England over. Just a couple more phases through the hands. And at the end of the day, just a soft try for England here on the right-hand side of the field. And it's Stewart beating three defenders, or taking three defenders with him over the try line, taking Kobus Reinach, Makazola Mapimpi, and Sia Khaleesi over the try line there. So just weak defense from South Africa at the moment. South Africa will definitely need to watch out the defensive lines. Too quick on the rush is going to cause lots of problems for us today. Right, Marcus Smith with the conversion attempt now for England. Can put England up by 14 points to 3 and does so comfortably. And it's England 14, Springboks 3 now after about a quarter of the first half gone. England now scoring on every try-scoring opportunity that they've got. So South Africa needs to be better on the defence. Or play a bit more attacking. Right, so 14 points to 3 it is to England at the moment. And a restart now from South Africa. Taken beautifully by Moro Itoje inside the 22. What can they do from here? Right, England has got the ball now. Ben Youngs gets it out to Courtney Laws. Courtney Laws now driving it up for England inside the 22 now. Ben Youngs. Ben Youngs waiting for this ball now. Goes for the box kick over the top. And that's going to go, it bounces and into touch. So between the halfway and the 10-meter line of England, it's going to be a line out to South Africa. Well. Trouble here for South Africa. 14 points to 3 after 19 minutes of play. And we honestly need to strike back right here, right now. Bongi Benambi with a throw-in. Finds Dwayne Vermeulen at the back now. Sia Khaleesi out to Kobus Reinach. Long cut out pass to Dialendi, who's going to straighten the line. Fends off Henry Slate up to over the 10-meter line now. Kobus Reinach. Andre Pollard out to Willie LaRue. Willie LaRue, the stab through for Makazola Mapimpi to chase. Trouble here. Johnny May has managed to pick it up and kick it into touch. So there's going to be a Springbok line out about 5 meters outside of the 22 of England. 14 points to 3. England leading South Africa at the moment. 20 minutes of play in this first half. And England scoring twice already in this game. So injury break to one of the South African players at the moment. And big call coming for South Africa now from this line out. Can we set up a driving ball and get things going? Defensively, we've been really weak so far, but it's still early days. Here comes the line out now from Bongi Bunambi. Can South Africa strike? Taken by Loot de Jager at the back now. The maul has been formed by the Springboks here and slowly working their way forward now. Cobus Reinach gets it out to Dialende. Dialende out to Andre Pollard. There's an overlap on the outside, but a little stab through here. Jesse Krill after this, and the bounce of the ball not kind for both sides, really. And we go back for a penalty to South Africa. All the way back to the line out where they made the first infringement was England. But clever little play there from Andre Pollard, spotting the space in behind with a little stab through. Saw the fullback coming up out of position, but just the bounce of the ball not so kind for Jesse, neither for the fullback of England. But here we go again. Will South Africa now kick at goal, or will they put this into touch? Yes, they will. No, they're going to have a shot at goal. So after 21 minutes of play, England leading by 14 points to 3, and South Africa now going to have a shot at goal here, about 10 meters from the left-hand touchline. So, yeah, it's not the easiest of kick for him. Right. What will Andre Pollard do with this one? Hopefully he can get that in for us. And the scoreboard will look a little bit better. But it's England at the moment with 2 tries already in this game against nothing from South Africa. So Andre Pollard now lining this one up. That one is going to go straight through the middle. So 14 points to 6 it is here after about 22 minutes of play. And South Africa will have to strike again before half-time if they want to keep in this game at the moment. Right, so we have witnessed one mask here of Erasmus at least. I wondered whether we were going to see that in this game, but we do have a Rassie mask out on the spectators. So the restart from England now, and controlled by Cobus Reinach inside the 22 now. Gets it out to Loot de Jager, who bashes it up to the 22, but a penalty to England. Players, was it holding on the ground? Yes, it was. So Tom Curry winning that penalty there for England. And now let's see what England decides to do. Will they kick for touch or will they go for goal here? So Sam Underhill winning that penalty along with Tom Curry there for England. And South Africa sleeping at the moment. So, yeah, the actual call is player off his feet, and that's against Ibanezabeth. So, an easy penalty given away there by the Springboks. And it's not looking that great at the moment. They will have a shot at goal as England here, just to increase the lead back to 11 points. And Eddie Jones looking very happy at the moment. Right. So Marcus Smith now lining this one up to put England into a 17-6 lead here at Twickenham. Right. Lining it up, and an easy kick here for him as well. England now 17, South Africa 6. And we've had about 24 minutes of play. Right, so South Africa will have to hit back with a try at least in this game before half-time. We're still not outplayed. Maybe outsmarted in the first 20 minutes, but definitely not outplayed. Right, here comes the restart from Andre Pollard now, and it's another high-hanging kick taken by Maro Doje, just outside of the 22 now, right on the left-hand touchline here for England. Now comes Courtney Laws. Tackled by Loot de Jager. Still just outside of the 22 now. Ben Youngs with the box kick over the top. Here comes the chase from Johnny May. Taken by Dwayne Vermeulen right on the halfway line now. And a penalty advantage. Penalty coming for South Africa. So let's just see what the call is. Diving off the field. Coming in from the side is the call from the referee. So decision time now for the Springboks. 25 minutes gone in this first half, and it's a little bit far to go for goal here. But let's see what they do. Yeah, Andre Pollard is going to have a shot at goal. 5 meters inside the half of England, 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. So this is a good 60-meter kick on the angle. A difficult kick coming up here for Andre Pollard, but he's confident that he can do this. So, yeah, if he misses, a great attacking opportunity down the drain. But if he can get it, we are 3 points closer to getting back into this game. Big call coming. Jacques Nienaber not looking happy with his troops at the moment, and rightfully so. Not as defensively sound as he used to be is the Boks at the moment. Right, Andre Pollard taking his time with his kick at the moment. Can he put the Boks back within 8 points? He lines it up. That's pretty well struck, and that's beautifully kicked. So South Africa now got 9. England's got 17, and that's a massive kick from Andre Pollard. So around about 60-meter kick there for Andre Pollard on the angle. So 17 points to 9 it is here with about 14 minutes to go in this first half. South Africa can still strike back before half time. Willie Leroux taking that ball from the kickoff beautifully. And now Kobus Reinach waiting for it to come back. Oh, throws it right into the hands of Trevor Nyakane. And the ball spills loose here. Just 10 meters out from the Springboks try line. Did they get it? Yes, South Africa still got it. So trouble avoided there. And Kobus Reinach now will go with the box kick over the top, surely. Just waiting for it. And now he does get it. Goes with the box kick over the top now. And that one is going to go into touch. So between the 10 and the 22 of South Africa, it's trouble for South Africa. Trevor Nyakane getting in the way there of the pass to Andre Pollard. And nearly a massive mix-up for South Africa. Right, throw in from Blamiri. Gets it out now. Marcus Smith on the 10-meter line. Gets it out to Johnny May. Puts it on the boot here. Chase coming. Jesse Creel is back for it. Has he knocked it on? No, the referee's going to call him back. Offside from England. So penalty to South Africa. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside South Africa's half. Joe Marchant in front of the kicker. So more relief there for South Africa because Jesse Creel knocked that ball on after the kick. So very, very lucky to have gotten away with that. Yeah, he was offside for sure. Right, the kick downfield is going to find touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line of England. So, yeah, can we set up that driving maul and maybe get some more points? Right. Well, Andre Pollard slipped when he took the kick. That's why there was a little bit of a chance for England to gather that ball. But we do have the line out, and it is South African ball between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Throw-in taken by Etzebeth now. The maul has been formed by the Boks now. Can they get the driving maul going for them? Getting it going, working their way up now. Penalty advantage coming for the Springbok. Reinach goes blindside. Here comes Makazole Mapimpi, but it goes into touch. So South Africa will have another penalty here. And, well, going by the last kick of Andre Pollard, this is a very kickable one. Will they kick at goal here? Or will they go for touch? Great opportunity for South Africa to put the pressure on England here. But then again, surely take the points. It is, like I say, the kick is around about between the 10 and the 22 of England. So, but to the left of the field, about 15 meters out from the left-hand touchline. So, with 10 minutes to go, surely South Africa will have a shot at goal here. Oxnashire and Carl Sinclair having a crack at each other there. But Andre Pollard will have a shot at goal regardless. Right, so can he put the Boks within 5 points here? Important kick coming up for South Africa. Lines it up beautifully, and that's another sweetly struck kick. And South Africa now back within 5 points of England. So discipline letting England down at the moment. And yeah, that's great. South Africa are back in this game with 10 minutes to go in the first half. England already has scored 2 tries to 0, and South Africa slotted 4 penalties so far. So discipline keeping the Boks in the game at the moment. The restart from England is short and beautifully taken by Maro Itoje now. A thumping tackle on Maro Itoje just between the 10 and the 22 now. Carl Sinclair, Marcus Smith, poor pass from him behind the advantage line. Stewart with a little kick ahead. And Jesse Creel will let that ball bounce, or Andre Pollard, mind you, will let that ball bounce. So it's going to be a line out to South Africa, 5 meters out from their own try line. So a lot of pressure on the Boks now with 9 minutes to go in this first half. Stewart, beautiful kick from the fullback. All the pressure now on the Boks here. Just 5 meters from their own try line. And yeah, if England can score here, then South Africa are in some serious trouble. Right, Bonambi with the throw into this line out. He is going to find, Lua de Jager, but he slaps it back. Gets Dwayne Vermeulen to get go forward ball now for the Boks. 10 meters out from the run try line. Gets the ball out to Andre Pollard, who is going to put it on the boot. Not going to find touch though. Now a chance here for Mullins. Out to Stewart on the 10-meter line. Out to Johnny May. Tries to step past the Alendi. Held in the tackle now between the 10 and the halfway line. Ben Youngs waiting for this ball to come back. Finds Johnny May up to the 10-meter line. Inside South Africa's half now. Ben Young's waiting for this one to come back now. He finds Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith out to Bevan Roth on the 10-meter line, right in the middle of the field now. Ben Youngs again gets it out to Blameri. Blameri tackled by Etzebeth. Now Ben Youngs gets it back now. Oh, he throws a little dummy, tries to go on his own. The offload to Johnny May not working, but here comes Tom Curry. It's Stewart again now on the outside. Mullins brought into touch, 10 meters out from the try line. Much better defense from the Boks. And managing to stop the England attack there. But it still feels like England are getting too easy go forward ball at the moment. But well done there to Dialendi to stop that move or make that tackle on Mullins just 10 meters out from the try line. Heavy stuff here from England at the moment. Just really, I wouldn't say outplaying the Boks really, but they do one sense that there is a little bit of a dominance from England at the moment. Now Etzebeth taking it up for South Africa here, 10 meters from the round try line. Kobus Reinach waiting for it. Now gets it back to Kwagga Smith. Kwagga Smith quickly over that ball is South Africa. Kobus Reinach now probably going to go with the box kick over the top here. Yeah, he is going to put the box kick over the top, and that's not the greatest of kicks. It is going to be a line out to England. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Springboks. Really poor kick there from Kobus. 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. And England line out now. Just 15 meters out from South Africa's try line. A great attacking opportunity for England. Yeah. It is what it is now. Blamiri with the throw into this line out. South Africa very much still in this game. Blamiri with the throw into this line out. Who's he going to find? Finds Courtney Laws at the front now. Loops around with Sam Underhill. Gets the pass out beautifully to Mullins, who sets it up 10 meters out now from the try line. Here comes Bevan Roth. Bevan Roth sets it up about 7 meters out from the try line. Going to the right now. Here comes James Martian. 5 meters from the try line now. Right on the right-hand corner. Here they come again. Bevan Roth. Thumping tackle from Oxfordshire on him. Driving him back in a tackle. And a penalty to South Africa. Sealing off the ball there is the call from the referee. And Oxfordshire makes a brilliant tackle on his opposite number. Referee says holding on there from Bevan Roth. But what a tackle from Oxfordshire on him. Just stopping that momentum. Oh, there might be trouble here. They might go upstairs for this one. knowing knowing the referees of today and the England side, they probably will go upstairs. I saw a little bit of a shoulder to the face there, and we'll see whether they're going upstairs or not. But at the stage, they're not. No, they're not going to go up. So that's great for South Africa. It would have been really unfortunate if they had to single him out for that. So South African line out here between the 10 and the halfway line inside England's half. From a brilliant tackle from Oxnashire on Bevan Rod. Did suspiciously look like there might have been a shoulder to the face, but regardless, Bonambi now with a throw into this line out here for South Africa. And it's been overthrown by South Africa, but somehow Kobus Reinach gets it back up to the 10-meter line here of England. South Africa still coming now. Trevor Nyakane at scrum off here for South Africa. Didn't get that ball out quick enough. And it looks like England are over that ball. They could get it. Yes, they do on a 10-meter line. They are going to take over the possession and they kick it downfield into the hands of Andre Pollard now. Andre Pollard throws a little dummy, gets it back now to Mapimpi. Mapimpi caught on halfway now. Needs support in South Africa. Penalty to England. Wow. Sloppy play from the Boks to say the least there. And let's just see what that penalty is for. Was it for taking, off their feet is the call from the referee. So just very sloppy from the Boks at the moment. Yeah, what can we say? Shark Brain says, you're making us panic, Rugby Guru. Yeah, it was a really good tackle from Ox, but I just saw from the corner of my eye that little incident, but luckily they didn't fault anything on it. But here comes England now, just before half time. And they're going to kick that downfield about, 10, 15 meters out from the Springboks try line. So definitely England now with one opportunity before half time here to put South Africa under tremendous pressure. We'll do very well if we can keep England out without scoring before half time. Blameri with the throw into this line-out. Big throw in for South Africa, or big line-out for England. Carl Sinclair taking it in the front, out to Blameri. Good defense from Etzebeth on him now. Just 15 meters out from the try line is England now. Here they come through Tom Curry. Good defense, Lourdes Jager and Dwayne Vermeulen driving them back over the 22 now. And a penalty to South Africa there. Just see what the call is from the referee. I think holding on the ground there from Tom Curry. And South Africa has survived the onslaught from England just before half time. Off your feet is the call from the referee. So Andre Pollard can now kick this downfield. And with 2 minutes to go in this first half, can South Africa maybe score here before half time? Touch found, let's see, roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside England's half. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Bring on the bomb squad. What do you think, Guru, my buddy? So they are warming up. So we might just see the replacements come on soon. But they're still on the field, all the 15 that started. So Sia Khaleesi off the back to Kobus Reinach, puts a little stab through. Luke Kanyama is chasing after this, but Max Mullins is ready beautifully and puts it downfield. Will he find touch with this one? That ball is rolling, and just short of the 22. Otherwise, it would have been the England lineup. Let's just see again there, from inside their own half, England, with the kick downfield. Where did that ball find touch? Let's see, just short of the 22. South Africa very lucky to get this line out. Max Mullins read that ball, absolutely beautiful for England. Right, throw in here for Bongi Bonambi now, and another defensive line out. Oh, it's been overthrown by South Africa, and here comes England now. On the 22, it's Blameri. Blameri, quick ball now. Ben Youngs gets it out to Maro Itoje. Maro Itoje in possession, now brought down. Now Ben Youngs again needs quick ball, doesn't get it. Marcus Smith has dropped back in the pocket, goes for the drop goal. But it's going to go to the left of the post and pretty much far down, not having the height or the direction there. And it is going to be a 22-meter restart here just before halftime. So time is now up on the clock here for this first half, but I think we will have a restart though. Yep, the restart will have to be taken by Handré Pollard now, and South Africa will have to defend one last more time here in the first half. It's been taken by England just outside of the 22 now. Ben Youngs with a little stab through. The chase is on here. Oh, Jesse Krill and Billy LaRue just colliding there against each other, but Jesse has got it, and Cobus Reinach will thump that into touch for half time. South Africa very, very, very lucky to be only trailing by 5 points going into this halftime break. England dominating this first half by quite a margin, and their discipline allowing the Boks to still be in this at the moment. But what a game it's been. It's definitely lived up to the expectations at the moment. But yeah, 17 points to 12 at halftime. We're still very much in this game, and we could still pull this off easily. I'm going to take a quick break, but when I do come back, guys, we will be doing the second half, so don't go anywhere. All right, we are back here for the second half, guys, and it's been quite a disappointing performance from the Springboks so far, but somehow we've managed to stay in this game, and that's all that matters at this stage. We know South Africa, when they trail at halftime, tends to pull away in the second half, so let's hope that that is going to be the case here today. Um, it's like Achilles says, France should definitely replace Willie, and yeah, I think his time at fullback has come to an end. He's done some good work today as well. Don't get me wrong, but he has been really poor in the defensive lines so far, and I think he was the orchestrator for the first two tries of England, coming up, rushing up in defence. I don't know, but definitely not Willie's greatest game. He's been caught out of position a number of times by England trying to join in at fly-off level. His passing has been pretty poor. There was an overlap for South Africa early on in that first half. Really poor pass from Willie that led us to be on the back foot yet again. So yeah, it's really sad that it's come down to this. But Willie is definitely out of form, out of shape, and definitely not worth his place at the moment. Jesse Kriel, another player that has been really poor in this first half. He's not a winger. He is out and out of centre, and he's been exposed on that right wing today. Lukanya Amandami and Yelendi is always trying their very best to hold the defence. Makazolo Mapimpi also guilty of rushing up in the defence that led to one of the tries of England. So, yeah, defensively, we really need to improve a lot in the second half if we are going to beat England here today. Andre Pollard and Kobus Reinach has tried valiantly. Andre Pollard on song with his goal kicking today, and his overall general kicking is pretty decent as well today. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of the ball in the second half, play to our strengths, and really put some pressure on England, because at the moment they have definitely outplayed us in almost every facet of the game. The forwards, Dwayne Vermeulen, Kwagga Smith, and Siya Kolisi, trying valiantly, but haven't had a lot of ball to work with. So defensively, they've been on song. Apart from that, they haven't had many opportunities. Loor de Jager and Etzebeth the same. Trevor Nyakani struggling at scrum time is a bit of a shock to me today. I expected Nyakani, Bonambi, and Oxnashire to really dominate this game, but so far Trevor Nyakani and Bongi Bonambi have not been great. Oxnashire, on the other hand, has had a massive game in this opening first half, and definitely been one of the better South African players on the field. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do in that second half. Will we bring on the bomb squad early on, or will we give it a little bit more time? But something will have to change, and quickly as well. Looking at the England performance so far, Freddie Stewart has been absolutely brilliant at fullback. His little grubber kicks in behind the line has caught Willie Leroux and Jesse Kriel out of position on numerous occasions. Joe Martian has been good, but I think he has moved back into the centre position with Max Mullins now playing at that right winger. Henry Slate have had a decent game. Manu Tuolangi being replaced after he scored his opening try early on in the game. Bit of an ankle injury, I think, there to him. Johnny May has been quite exceptional on the attack as well. Marcus Smith, not great. He's been average today. A lot of pressure been put on the defence from South Africa on Marcus Smith, but Ben Youngs are definitely making up where Marcus Smith is lacking at the moment. Then forward-wise, Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, and Courtney Laws has been brilliant for England. Johnny Hill and Maro Toja taking the ball up very neatly for England as well. Carl Sinclair dominating at the moment at scrum with Jamie Blamery and Bevan Roth, who is giving South Africa's front row quite an uphill battle at the moment. But all is not lost at the moment, guys. We can still easily win this game. We're within 5 points after being dominated throughout that first half. So definitely could easily make a stronger impact in that second half. Let's see. Brett Flamer says, I mean, during the build-up, just my opinion. And then time to bring on the bomb squad and off with Leroux and Creel. They will show us now. Go Bokke. Put them under pressure for the next 40 minutes. Brandon Ubas says something about England dominated to that degree and only 5 points ahead at throwing everything defensive weakness needs to be sorted out. It comes from England counter to rush defense. And Tywood says, can't blame Billy. He was looking for Russie in the crowd. Yeah, who knows? That could be it. And then Johannes Campus says, what is the coach's issue with Fussy? So, yeah, I mentioned earlier that I watched the game between the Sharks and the Cheetahs, and Fussy played that last 15 minutes, and he looked out of all sorts. He looked really poor and basically cost the Sharks the game. But it's not his fault. He hasn't had game time. He's lacking game time and really need to be given more game time to play. Dory B says, Kitsov and March check out. And then Albert says, and Billy is not required. So, yeah, I would say the weakness definitely at fullback at the moment for South Africa. I would say the rush defense, rushing up in the channel, has cost us 2 tries already. And we need to sort out that rush defense really quickly, because that is where England are putting us under a lot of pressure at the moment. As much as I'm not a fan of the box kicks and the chase up and unders, we haven't seen a lot from that from South Africa, and it's actually been England who's put us under pressure in that same way that we've been putting pressure on the teams. So I would want to maybe see that we do a lot more in that second half with the box kicks over the top. The chase needs to be better, because we're giving the likes of Stewart too much time at the back to clear the ball. So we haven't seen that urgency from the box that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. The field does look very slippery at the moment to add on to that. So I don't know if there was a little bit of a drizzle or what. But it does look like there might be a bit of a slip on the field as well, especially in defense at the moment. It's like as Paul Butler says, we haven't had any ball. That's the problem. So we're basically living off the areas or the ill discipline of England at the moment, while trying to defend the attack from England all the time. And we saw that against Ireland and New Zealand as well last week. You can't defend for the full 80 minutes and win the game. So South Africa will definitely need to come out in that second half and attack more. Even if we just go with the box kicks over the top, put that pressure, we're the best at going under the high balls. So definitely. Berenice Vessel says, no, they're not lucky. They're going to win this game. And then Boks need to score first, second half, which I totally agree on. South Africa will have to strike first in the second half if we want to win this game. Golza says we're relying too much on the bomb squad. All our players need to play well, not just the bomb squad all the time. And Bokker barely had a chance to be threatening. Send the Springbok B41 bomb squad on the field. So, yeah, it's been one of those first halves where we were completely outplayed by the opposition. And hopefully we can do a better job here in the second half, like we've done in our previous 2 games as well against Scotland and Wales. So definitely not out of it. We can definitely still come back and win this game. For all that England has put onto us and all the pressure that they put up onto us, it still means that we can easily come out and have a much better second half and win this game. So, yeah, good luck to the Boks, and hopefully we can get a much better second half going for us. Let me know in the comment section, guys, who you're supporting. I also got the poll up. We've got around, 1,300 votes. Currently, 46% says the Boks will win by 11-20. 35% says Boks by 1-10. 9% says England by 1-10. 11% says 11-20 for England. So currently, obviously, the 9% spot on at the moment. So, yeah, let's hope that changes for the Springboks here in the second half. But it's like Brandon says, whoever counters the rush defense beats the Boks, Australia and England. So they've done really well at neutralizing our rush defense and really putting us under pressure here in the opening 40 minutes of this game. So, yeah, hopefully we can pull back and come back in the second half. We need to strike early and we need to strike hard here in this second half. So it will be England to get the second half underway, guys. So we should be in for a cracking second half. Marcus Smith to get the second half underway for England. Just waiting on a call from the referee. 17 points to 12. It's the Boks trailing England here at Twickenham at the moment. Right, the referee gets the second half underway, and Marcus Smith with the kickoff for the second half. It's a high hanging kick from him. Beautifully. Oh, it's knocked backwards by the Boks, but somehow they have managed to get the ball back just outside of their own 22 now. Cobus Reinach waiting for this ball now and gets it out to Andre Pollard, who goes high up into the air. But a penalty to the Springboks here. All offside from England. So South Africa with an early opportunity to get out of their own half here. Well, ill discipline from England costing them at the moment. They have been dominating this first half by far and just keeping the Boks in this game through ill discipline. We always said discipline could win you the game, so that is what it's going to take for the Springbok side to win today. Then hats off to them. Right, line out here to South Africa. Let's just see where that ball's gone out. So just inside the half of England, between the halfway and the 10-meter line, Bunambi with a throw in. It's another overthrow and a knock-on from South Africa as well. So scrum down to England. And one of our key areas we have struggled today, and that has been at line-out time as well. We've had, I think, 3 overthrows, 1 line-out steal already against the throws. So definitely one of the areas where we've also been really weak today. Right, so it is going to be a scrum down to England here between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside their own half. Ben Youngs to feed this ball to England now, and plenty of space on the right-hand side to attack. Let's see how the first scrum of the second half will go. England dominating at scrum time as well today. So 3 areas where we normally very strong is scrum time, line-out time, and with our rush defense have been exposed today quite humbly by Eddie Jones and his coaching staff. So I do see that the bomb squad is warming up. Malcolm Marx, Stephen Kitsoff, and Vincent Koch. So we might see them come onto the field really, really soon. Right, scrum reset here for England. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half, and Ben Youngs to feed this ball now for England. Right, solid scrum here. Oh, big scrum coming from the Boks now, and a penalty to the Springboks. That's much better. That's what we want to see from the Springboks here, and they win the penalty at scrum time, and that's a big penalty win there. Now, Andre Pollard can have a shot at goal from here. He's been really solid at goal kicking all throughout this day. And hopefully he can continue this. It's a runabout between the 10 and the halfway line, right in the middle of the field. So it should be probably his easiest kick of the day so far. Can we do this? That is the big question. Right, so 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. And the chance now for Andre Pollard to draw South Africa back within 2 points of an England side that has dominated us well and truly in the first half. Right, Andre Pollard is going to line this one up now for the Springboks. Can we take the deficit down to just 2 points in this brutal encountering so far between the two sides? Right, he lines it up. Oh, he's pulled it to the right there, and that's a really poor kick. So to the right of the post, and England have been saved by 3-pointers there. So can't afford that if we're going to want to win this game today. Right, here comes the bomb squad. Malcolm Marx, Vincent Koch, and Stephen Kitsoff onto the field for the Springboks here. Right, so can they make the difference that we need in this game here in the second half? 4 minutes gone in the second half. No score yet after a missed penalty from Andre Pollard. Restart from Marcus Smith now into the hands of Andre Pollard on the 10-meter line. He goes up high into the air. Dialendi chasing it down. Taken beautifully by Stewart just outside his own 22 now. Here comes the pressure from the Springbok ruck now, but they do get it back. And Ben Youngs go with a box kick over the top into the hands of Andre Pollard again on halfway. Gets the pass out to Vali Leroux on the 10-meter line now. Gets it out to Kwagga Smith. Kwagga Smith is going to straighten the line. Up to halfway he goes. Now quick ball needed for South Africa. Kobus Reina, Andre Pollard, out wide they go. Vali Leroux now. Long cut out pass to Dialendi. Dialendi is going to straighten the line. Gets the offload out to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi up to the 22-meter line. The pass to Jesse Creel just not finding it. And it goes into touch right on the 22-meter line. Wouldn't say they would have scored, but a great opportunity, a waste there for South Africa again. Great counter-attack from the Boks and putting the pressure there on England. Much better from South Africa. Moving that ball wide and playing into our strengths there. Dialendi straightening the line. Gets a beautiful offload to Sia Khaleesi. Might have wanted to go inside rather than the outside. But still a great attack from South Africa. Line out on the 22 here for England. Right. Throw in coming for Blamiri now. Will he find his jumper? Yes, he will find Johnny Hill. And a maul has been formed by England inside their own 22 here. Ben Youngs waiting for this one. Goes to the box kick over the top. And not going to find touch into the hands of Jesse Creel here. On halfway, he's going to have a run. Beats the first defender, but tackled by Henry Slate right on halfway now. Oh, Tom Curry coming in from the side, surely. But the referee says play on. Out to Andre Pollard. Goes high up into the air now. The chase coming from Pimpy. Beautifully taken by Stewart. Tackled by Dialendi on the 10-meter line. Now Ben Youngs have got this one. Gets it out now. Here's a chance for England to go wide. Henry Slate with a kick downfield. It's been partially charged down. And now Andre Pollard on the 10-meter line gets it out to Vali Leroux. Vali Leroux is going to go with the up and under now. Here comes the chase from Lukanyam and Makazoloma Pimpy. Beautifully taken by Stewart again between the 10 and the halfway line for England. Now Carl Sinclair, driven back in a tackle by Marks on the 10-meter line. Penalty South Africa holding on the ground. And a big one there for South Africa as they can have now another shot at goal from the 10-meter line. About 20 meters infield on the left-hand side of the field. Great work there from Malcolm Marks. And then it looks like it's Vincent Koch quickly over that ball. And South Africa wins the penalty there on the ground. Great work from South Africa to win that penalty. 7 minutes gone in the second half. And South Africa look like they are taking the dominance here in the second half now. Right, Andre Pollard will probably have another shot at goal here. John Mayer says, Guru, take deep breaths. LOL, looking nervous there. Trust in the Bokke. Berenice Vessel says, well done, Marks, you beauty. So Andre Pollard now with the shot at goal to put South Africa within 2 points of them here. So hopefully he can get this one. Lines it up. Let's see if that one is going to go over. No, it's gone to the left of the post this time. And another wasted opportunity here for the Boks. Not what we would have wanted. Score remains 17 points to 12. And all this pressure not turned into points at the moment. Definitely can't afford that at the moment. The restart now from Marcus Smith, taken by Andre Pollard now. Goes high up into the air. Chase coming now from South Africa against Stewart. Takes it beautiful there for England now. And between the 22 and the 10-meter line now. Ben Youngs gets the ball out to Marcus Smith, who's going to go high up into the air himself now. The chase coming from England. Vali Leroux knocks the ball backwards and into the hands of Mullins. Mullins up to the 10-meter line here for England. Carl Sinclair waiting for it. Scrum half now gets it out to Joe Marlow, who's on the field. England on the attack on the 10-meter line of the Springboks. Marcus Smith now going high up into the air again. Now the chase coming. This time taken by Andre Pollard, who knocks it on. Now it's a chance here for England, but somehow we got it back. But it will be A scrum down to England now. Well, things not going our way at the moment. Scrum down here to England between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside South Africa's half. 9 minutes gone, and Tom Curry has stayed down for England. So will the clock be stopped here? First, Rugby Guru knocks it on. Then it is Andre Pollard who knocks it on. So just knock on galore from the Boks at the moment. Not a sound under the high ball as they normally are. Yeah, Dialendi. Oh, Tom Curry trying to milk something further there from Damien Dialendi as well after actions from him. Ben Youngs have left the field, so Quirk is on the field. Rafi Quirk, the youngster, on for England as well. So, yeah, it's one of those days where it seems things are not going to go South Africa's way. Scrum down to England here between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside South Africa's half. Can England capitalize on this and score again? Or, South Africa could have led this game now by 18 points to 17 here if Andre Pollard could have gotten that first 2 penalties of the second half. So a wasted opportunity there for the Boks, surely. Right, Quirk to feed this ball for England now. And a great attacking opportunity for them as well. Here comes a big scrum from the Boks, and it's going to be a penalty to the Boks. Big scrum there from the Springboks, and they win a penalty from that scrum. Big scrum from Kitsoff and Marks and Vincent Koch there, winning that penalty. And now we're starting to really dominate this game. We just need to get on that scoreboard now. 10 minutes gone here in the second half, and we've got nothing to show for it. The kick downfield from Andre Pollard, and he's going to find touch. Not the greatest of kicks from him as well. Between the halfway and the 10-meter line, inside England's half now, we will have a line-out. Can we sort out our line-outs at least? We've now sorted out our scrums. We just need to sort out our line-outs as well now. 17 points to 12 it is. Right, so Willie Leroux is off. Francois Steyn is on the field. And hopefully we can stop making that silly mistakes now. Right, Malcolm Marx with a throw into this lineup now for the Springboks. Finds Lou de Jager at the front. Now a maul has been formed by the Springboks. Here comes the driving maul from South Africa over the 10-meter line. They go. Big maul from South Africa. Now Cobus Reinach gets it out. Now they need to get quick ball. Reinach nearly in a half gap there. Just between the 22 and the 10-meter line now. Inside England's half. They need to put the pressure on him now. Just get that ball out. Kwagga Smith at scrum off. Gets it out to Lou de Jager. Maro Itoje quickly over that ball. Who's at scrum off? We need a scrum off. Cobus Reinach getting there slowly at the moment. Now, will he get this ball out? Yes, he will. Gets it out to Vincent Koch. Nearly knocks it on, but takes it down. Now Cobus Reinach again, just waiting for it. Gets it out to Andre Pollard, who goes high up into the air. A chase coming from Makazola Mapimpi, and beautifully taken by, by Stewart there in the air. Kick downfield and finds touch right on halfway. This guy is absolutely brilliant for England at the moment. He has not slipped up once, this Stewart today. Makazola Mapimpi and Lukanya are not quick enough there for the chase, so they really need to do better than that. Right, so throwing on the halfway line now for Malcolm Marx. Right, quickly to the front, and now out it comes now. Here comes South Africa again. Sia Khaleesi on the back foot gets, good, nice ball going. Up over halfway he goes now. Needs quick ball now, gets it out to Dialendi. Dialendi is going to straighten the line up to over the 10-meter line now. Can South Africa get quick ball? Yes, it comes back to Kitsoff. Now Lou de Jager, tackled on the 10-meter line. Cobus Reinach again now gets it out to Andre Pollard. Now Francois Steyn. Francois Steyn with the kick downfield. Looking for space. The bounce of the ball is good, but it's being collected by Stewart now. And he kicks it downfield. And not going to find touch into the hands of Dialendi now. Dialendi up to the 10-meter line. He goes. Bumps off Stewart in the first line of defense now. Between the 10 and the 22. It's a penalty to South Africa. Sam Underhill coming in from the side there. And now surely this is a much easier kick between the 22 and the 10-meter line right in the middle of the field. We surely got to take the 3 points here. Right, let's see what's going to happen. Will Siakalisi go for goal again here? We need to start seeing the points here, but what a run from the captain. He started the whole move, and great work from the Springboks. Much better, much more dominant display here in the second half. We just need to turn this pressure into points now. That is where it's going to count at the end of the day. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. Can Andre Pollard get this kick over here? Lines it up, and this time he gets it through. So 17 points to 15, and it's 2 points the difference. 2 points the difference here. 6 points left behind already here in the second half. But South Africa definitely playing a lot better now. And Elton Yankees now also replacing Andre Pollard. Dom Brandt has replaced Underhill for England as well. So 2 points the difference now. Restart from Marcus Smith now taken by Francois Steyn. Right inside the 22 now. Ball has been ripped by Malcolm Marx now. South Africa set us up 10 meters out from their own try line. Now Kobus Reiner out to Elton Yankees, who goes high up into the air. A chase coming now from Jesse Krill. Makes the tackle on Johnny May just outside of the 22 now. Joe Marler hammered in the tackle. Driven backwards. Now it's Quirk who gets it out to Marcus Smith. Goes for the cross kick here for England. Chase coming now. Oh, knock on from England. Francois Steyn has got the ball inside the 22. And the referee will call them back for that knock on from England. So scrum down to South Africa just outside of the 22 of South Africa. Henry Slate knocking that ball on. And much better from South Africa here in the second half. Definitely looked like the momentum have swung to South Africa's side here. And just 2 points the difference here at the moment. Right, so Carl Sinclair now coming off for England as well. So he's done his job, and onto the field comes Stewart as well now. So we've got about 1,500 votes here saying South Africa's going to win it by 11 to 20 as the majority of the people. 44%, 36% says Boks by 1 to 10. 11% says England by 11 to 29% says England by 1 to 10. Right, scrum down here for South Africa just outside of the 22 now. Can Kobus Reynolds get quick ball? Could we milk another penalty here? Right, so big scrum coming from South Africa again here, and they've got the penalty advantage. Now Dwayne Vermeulen, no, he's not going to get it. So penalty to South Africa, and another dominant scrum from the Boks. This is where we're going to win this one now. Right. Hopefully South Africa can now start to completely dominate this game. We've definitely been the better team for 16 minutes here in the second half by a mile. Right, the kick downfield is going to find touch. Oh, it's a thumping kick from South Africa, and it looks like it's going to find touch just outside of the 22 here of England. Just see exactly where it went out. Right, so still plenty of time left in this game. Can South Africa now start to dominate? So between the 10 and the 22, Malcolm Marx now with the throw and finds Etzebeth. Here comes the driving ball from South Africa now. Can they start moving this forward? Looks like they are now starting to move forward. Here's the Springboks maul now. Are they going forward at a great pace? Yes, they are up to the 22-meter line. They go now. Big maul here from the Boks, but they need to be careful not to go into touch here. Right over the 22, they go now. Gets the ball out to Dialende. Dialende, the penalty advantage coming for South Africa now. Can South Africa get this out wide? They go to the blind side. Malcolm Marx now over the 22. Good defense from England, however. Cobus Reinach waiting for it now. Vincent Koch. Vincent Koch is going to set it up now for the Boks. Here they come, Elton Yankees. Out wide it goes to Dialende. He needs to straighten the line. Still coming is South Africa, just outside of 22 now. Still coming now, Mapimpi. He's going to straighten the line, gets it out to Mark. Here they come now, South Africa back inside to Reinach as he knocked that ball on. Yes, South Africa's knocked it on. Just 5 meters short of the try line, but we do come back for the penalty to South Africa. And the referee's going to have a chat here with his touch judge as well. So we might be seeing something more here. No, the referee says it's fine. We're just going to play the penalty. So decision time now for the Boks here. Where are they going to take? I think they've got 2 penalties advantages here. One in a very kickable position and the other one in a very attacking like position to go for a driving maul. So decision time coming for Khaleesi, but I would take the 3 points as we are dominating this game by quite a bit at the moment. Right, so they're not going to take the 3 points. They're going to go for the try here, South Africa. 5 meters out from the try line. South Africa now smells blood and they want this one. 17-15 they trail at the moment. Malcolm Marx to throw this ball in for South Africa now. Big line out coming up and taken by Etzebeth now. The maul has been formed by the Boks here. 5 meters out from the try line. Can they get the ball going here? They are slowly starting to work their way forward. Here's the Springboks. The Alenius joined in as well. Here comes Cobus Reinach as well now. Over the try line they go. It's just short of the try line here. Makazola Mapimpi at scrum off here. Goes for the line. Just short as well. Wow. Just a meter short as the Springboks at the moment. Now another pick and go. Over the try line they go. And it's been held up. It's been held up. Squaga Smith just couldn't ground that ball. And it's going to be a goal line dropout here. Surely. What defense from England. Keeping them out. And it looked like for all money the Boks were going to score. But England defense just holding out. Squaga Smith over the try line. Held up over the try line. And great work there from England in defense. Max Mullins, the try saver there for England. Well, you don't get closer than this here. The goal line dropout now coming for England. And also on the field now for England is, Dombrand has already come onto the field. So the goal line dropout into the hands of Francois Steyn going for the drop goal. Is it going to get it? No, it's gone to the right of the post, unfortunately. It's so close again here for Francois Steyn as well. So it's going to be a 22-meter dropout now for England. But how about that drop attempt? Just going to the right of the post there. That would have put the Boks into the lead. But yeah, 22-meter dropout now. And here they come again into the hands of Francois Steyn. Will he go for another one? No, he's going to go for the kick downfield into the hands of Stewart this time. Stewart is going to have a run tackled by Jesse Creel on the 10-meter line here of England. Now Quirk is waiting for this. He's just setting up his forwards now. Comes back to Joe Marler. Big defense here from Etzebeth now. Waiting for that ball is Quirk. Rafi Quirk now. Waiting for the ball at the back of this ruck. Is it going to go the boxing? Oh, it's been charged down by Etzebeth now. Trouble here for England. Just between the 10 and the 22, but well collected. Penalty to South Africa. Malcolm Marx winning that ball. Holding on the ground from England. And surely now Elton Yankees will have a shot at goal from here. Great work from Yabanetsabet to charge that ball down from Rafi Quirk and put under pressure right after the collection there. And now a chance here for South Africa. Oh, Ken turning down the points is South Africa. So 10 meters out from the try line now. And they're going to go for another driving maul. Well. That's 6 points missed in the second half and 6 points turned down in the second half. They must score now. Otherwise, momentum could swing to England's side. Malcolm Marx with a throw in. Goes to the front to Lua de Jager now. Driving ball is set up by the Springboks yet again now. Can they start to move this forward? It's going sideways. Will it come back for South Africa? Yes, it will. But the maul has been stopped for South Africa now. About 15 meters out from the try line now. South Africa, Vincent Kok at scrum half. Gets it out to Lua de Jager. Still inside the 22, South Africa. Kobus Reinhardt at scrum half. Gets it out to Kitshoff now. Kitshoff needs to get some support here. Quick ball coming out. Malcolm Marx now. Taking it up. Another penalty advantage coming the Boks way. Now it's a bit offside from England, surely. And what is that? Yeah, there's the penalty for the Boks. Ball turned over by England. But it will be another penalty to South Africa. And this one, very kickable. But Etzebeth has stayed down. Etzebeth looking very uncomfortable at the moment. Yeah, he's staying down. And this doesn't look good for Etzebeth at all. Let's just see. They are having some attention to him at the moment. But the way South Africa has been playing here in the second half has been brilliant. Well, they could go upstairs for that one as well, but I don't think he spinned out of it straight. Forearm to the face. Could be a yellow card coming for England here. Could be a yellow card here for England from that tackle. We've seen yellow cards being given for less. So is there a mitigating factor here for Charlie Ewells? Yeah, he did slip down, to be quite honest. It's a bit there. But if you go by the rules of the game, then it should be at least a yellow card coming, yeah. Right. Does look pretty bad for Etzebeth, though. He has not, he haven't stood up yet from that. So we'll just see what the TMO decision will be on that dangerous tackle. But South Africa should take the lead against, should take the lead, from this one, because it's right in front and should be a gimme 3-pointer here. And it should be a yellow card to England. Right, so time has been stopped. They're still having a look here at that tackle. So David van Wyk says, ref won't have the balls to call it a yellow. Well, rules are rules, unfortunately, and I think it should at least warrant a yellow card here. Right, so they're still having a look. So what it tells me is that we might just get a penalty here and not a yellow card. Because he's trying to find a reason not to give a yellow card here. But let's see. I don't have any audio with me, so I'll just go on what I see. But it looks like he's trying to find any reason not to give a yellow. Right, so he's now talking to Courtney Laws and Sia Kulisi. So it looks like it's going to be only a penalty, surely. Right, so Sia Kulisi there explaining to the referee, but it's a forearm straight to the face. So come on. Well, in fairness, I'm totally against yellow cards for that sort of play because, but if you go on consistency, it should be yellow, but it's not going to be. So it's going to be only a penalty here to South Africa and a chance to put the Boks into the lead for the very first time in this game. It's taken them 62 minutes to could potentially take the lead in this game after 63 minutes in the game. So we'll have to see here what's going to happen. I must say, to be quite honest, the referee has had a brilliant game up until this point. So the Springboks now lead 18 points to 17 here. And we're in for a cracking 17 minutes to come. Will we see some Bok magic here in the last 16 and a half minutes? Big 16 minutes, most important game of the tour, I would say. And here comes Marcus Smith with a restart. Mostert and Visa on the field as well. Taken by Francois Steyn inside the 22 now. Cobus Reinhardt waiting for this ball to come out inside the 22 now. He gets it out to Etzebeth, who's back on his feet as well. So, still continuing is Etzebeth. Now Cobus Reinhardt with the box kick over the top. Here they come. And a kick downfield. That is a pretty decent kick from him. Going to find touch roundabout on halfway. So brilliant kick here. And it's going to be a South African ball as well. So yeah. Or is it? No, it's going to be England ball. I just wanted to say. So it is an England throw in and taken by Courtney Laws now. Here comes Rafi Quirk. Gets it out now to Henry Slade. It opens up for James Martian. And the inside ball, it's going to be a try here for England under the, well, not under the post, but close to under the post. It's Rafi Quirk who gets the try for England. And how about that? What a hit back from England. Poor defense from South Africa. And we'll just have to see where it all opened up. But Rafi Quirk gets his first international try for England. So from that line out, it just all opened up there. Oh, just poor defense there. Gone for the wrong guy. And the whole gap just opened up. Let's just see where it all went wrong. So Yankees, Dialendi, and Lukanya slipped. Dialendi and Yankees went for one guy, and which opened up the space for James Martian. And he just ran straight through the middle. Got support from Rafi Quirk. And now England are leading by 24 points to 18 with 15 minutes to go. Well. South Africa now will have to answer with a try of their own. Moment of brilliance from England. Moment of insanity from the Springbok defense. 14 and a half minutes to go. And South Africa's got their work cut out now. Have to feel 6 points missed in that opening 10 minutes of the second half, and another 6 points turned down. So yeah, here we come. England inside at 22 now. Rafi Quirk waiting for this ball to come out. England certainly got the confidence to win this game. Rafi Quirk just waiting for it. Now it's going to go with the box kick over the top, and he is going to. Whoa, the bounce of the ball is going to find touch right on the 10-meter line inside England's half. South Africa now will definitely have to do something. Plenty of time for 2 tries, says Rob. Absolutely. We just need one converted try as soon as possible. On the other hand, we haven't scored a single try in this game. Malcolm Marx now with a throw into this line out for the Springboks. Can we get that moment of magic here for the Boks as well? It took a moment of magic for England, and now we need it for South Africa. Throwing coming from Malcolm Marx finds Franco Mostert at the back now. Maul has been formed by South Africa on the 10-meter line now. Can we get this going forward? Herschel Yankees on the field for Cobus Reinhardt as well. Penalty advantage now to South Africa. Gets it out to Dialendi. Dialendi on the 10-meter line. Penalty to South Africa. Oh, now there's a little bit of argy-bargy. Yellow card to England. Collapsing that maul there. And off goes, let's see who it is. So Will Stewart is the guy who gets the yellow card for England. So England almost done for the night with 14 men to go. So they're going to have about 4 minutes or 3 minutes to go with 15 men on the field. So a chance now for South Africa, not taking the points again, and now going to attack from inside the 22 of England. Can they do this now? Right, so the penalty count, I'm not sure, David, I don't have the penalty stats with me, but there's a hell lot of penalties being conceded by England. Right, Malcolm Marx now with a throw in to this line out. Taken by Dwayne Vermeulen, and ball has been formed now by the Springboks here, about 15 meters out. Can they start to get this ball going for them now? Twirling around, still going as the Boks now. Just 10 meters out from the try line and still going. Will the referee say to use it now? Still going forward as the Springboks now, 5 meters out. 5 meters out from the try line and still going. Still going as the Boks now. 2 meters out from the try line and the ball has been brought down. Can the ball come back for South Africa here? It does come back to Jasper Visser. Jasper Visser just a meter short. Wow. Another penalty advantage coming South Africa's way now. And ball coming back very, very slowly. Now Elton Yankees out wide. Lukanya out to Mapimpi. And Mapimpi's going to score in the corner here for the Boks. Well. Drama to the very end here with a massive kick coming up for Yankees. Big kick coming up for Elton Yankees now. Just have to breathe here because this game is going to come down to the wire. With 11 minutes to go now, it's still all to play for here. South Africa, I would have given a penalty try for collapsing the maul, but out wide they went. And in the corner goes Mapimpi yet again. Great passing there from Lukanya, and just nobody able to stop Mapimpi on the outside. Penalty try would have been a lot better than this one at the moment, but let's see if Elton Yankees can get this one. A very, very important kick coming up for him with just a point of difference right on the left-hand corner. A chance here for Elton Yankees to put the Boks back into the lead. They had the lead for about a minute in this game. So can I get it back now? Right, with 10 minutes to go, conversion coming up here for Elton Yankees. Right on the left-hand touchline here. Can he get this kick to put the Boks into the lead? Right out of the corner. That's going to go to the left of the post. So South Africa still trailing by a point here. 24-23. And we've got 10 minutes to win this game now. 10 minutes to win this game now for South Africa. 10 minutes and nothing more. Right, kickoff taken by Etzebeth here between the 22 and the 10-meter line now. Herschel Yankees with the ball at the back of this ruck here for South Africa. He needs to get this ball out quicker. Right, will he go the Boks? He go over the top, does so. Now here comes the chase from Jesse Kriel and Jasper Visser. Oh, the ball is going to come back to South Africa's side. And that ball been knocked on. No, says the referee, play on. South Africa's got the ball on halfway now. Herschel Yankees to get it back now. Jasper Visser now going to put his head down right on halfway. Now it comes back to Elton Yankees, who's going to go high up into the air. Chase coming from Mapimpi now. Mapimpi has won it back. Oh, has it gone backwards? Yes, says the referee, but somehow I think, penalty here to South Africa. How about that one? Not quite sure what England did wrong, but we do get the penalty on the ground. Holding on the ground is the call. Maro Doje penalized here on the 10-meter line with 8.5 minutes to go. And a chance now for Yankees to have another shot at goal. Well, how many points have we left behind today? How many points have we left behind today? Looks like it might be Francois Steyn having a shot here. Right on the 10-meter line inside England's half. Well, it's going to come down to the wire here, guys. The most important game on tour, and South Africa now have another chance to get into the lead here. Yeah, Achilles says our front rows are killing the English. Bring on Steyn. Why not Steyn, says Arzu. Right, so it is going to be Francois Steyn to have the shot at goal about 10 meters, well, on the 10-meter line of England. So roughly about 50 meters out here for him. Can he get this one for us? On the edge of the seat stuff here, says Victor Distille. Francois Steyn lining this one up. Can he get it and put the Boks into the lead? That one looks good. It's straight through the middle. So 26 points to 24 here. The Springboks now lead England with 7.5 minutes to go. Can South Africa hold on for a great victory here today? 2 points the difference. And South Africa only in the lead for the second time in this game after having it for about a minute. Discipline is going to be vital here in this last 7 minutes. Remember, England still down to 14 men for about 4 minutes to go. Simmons on for loss as well for England now. And Francois Steyn has collected it inside of 22 now for South Africa. Brought down. Now Herschel Yankees gets it out to Vincent Koch. Vincent Koch sets it up. We need to get out of our own 22 here. Herschel Yankees taking his time to clear this ball. Will he go with the box kick? It looks like he might be going for it. Yep, he has gone for it. And now the chase from Mapimpi coming again. Oh, and it's going to come back to South Africa's side again. It's Yebenetsabet over the 10-meter line now. Can South Africa get this ball back? It's Sia Khaleesi who drives it up to halfway now. Now Herschel Yankees gets it out to Elton Yankees. Yankees to Dialeni. Out to Lukanya. There's an overlap on the outside. Switches back inside to Francois Steyn. Up to the 10-meter line inside England's half now. Herschel Yankees, Etzebeth, straight through the middle he goes, over the 22-meter line. Malcolm Marx have got it now, just 10 meters out from the try line. But a penalty to England. Diving off their feet is the call from the referee. But what a breakout from Etzebeth there. Brilliant break from him. The timing of his run was brilliant over the 22-meter line. He should have backed himself and taken that three defenders on. And unfortunately, off their feet is South Africa. And a chance now for England to get touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Well. What a game this has been. 5 minutes to go, and it's all to play for here. Line out now to England on the 10-meter line, inside their own half. And we're coming down to the wire here. Can England find a way into South Africa's half and milk a penalty? Or will South Africa keep dominating? The line out is collected by England right on the 10-meter line now. It's Quirk out to Marler. Marler tackled hard there on the 10-meter line now. Quirk to Marcus Smith with a little chip kick over the top. Yeah, this could work for England. It's going to be a penalty right on halfway. And the referee not playing advantage there. And it could be a yellow card here to Sia Khaleesi as well. They are going to go upstairs surely for this one. But it's a penalty right on halfway for England. Let's just see here. The little chip kick over the top here. Khaleesi went for the ball. Let's be honest. He never took his eye off the ball. Collided with James Martian. And, it is the work of the defender to make sure the safety of the attacking players. So, I don't see how this is not going to be a penalty or a yellow card, because he fell pretty awkwardly as James Martian as well. So, Joe Martian, sorry. So, this could be trouble for South Africa. Well, Nicholas says, if he gets a yellow, I'll never watch rugby again. But the reality of the situation is, Nicholas, that this will be a yellow card. And he should have made sure He should have made sure. So yellow card to South Africa, and it's going to be a penalty in a kickable position here for England. Well. What can I say? 4,000 people watching, guys. This one is coming down to the wire. Russell Grass says if Sia gets a yellow, the Boks will score a try. Okay, so it is what it is. It's a penalty right on halfway here for England. So Marcus Smith will have the responsibility, I think, to try and put England into the lead. Right, so let's see what they go on. They're not going to have a shot at goal here, so they're going to kick for touch. And that one is going to find touch right on the 22-meter line. So England still on the attack with 4 minutes to go in this game. 4 minutes to go. 2 points the difference here. Both teams having a yellow card, but England should be back to 15 men in just a minute or two. Let's just see. Is Maro Itoje? Yeah, Maro is still on the field. So England now having to throw everything at the dice to try and win this game. Can South Africa hold on? Big moments in this game. And the throw-in from England has been stolen by South Africa. But can they collect the ball though? Yes, they can. Jesse Creel has got it inside the 22 now for South Africa. Herschel Jantjies waiting for this ball to come out. Gets it out now to Kitshoff. Kitshoff is going to go down. Oh, will he come back to the South African side? Have Joe Marlow rolled away? No, he can't roll away. But the ball is available to South Africa. Can they get this out? Herschel taking way too long with this ball. He is going to go with the box kick over the top. Does so brilliantly. And that one is going to find touch roundabout on the 10 between the 10 and the halfway line inside South Africa's half. 3.5 minutes to go. Can South Africa pull this off? Can South Africa hold on here? Please show your support, guys, by pressing the like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet. We've got 3 minutes to go in this vital game. Throw into England between the 10 and the halfway line. Line-out got stolen right on the 22-meter line by Etzebeth. And now a chance here for England again. Ball going to the front to Itoje, but South Africa has stolen it yet again now. Elton Jantjies with a bit of space up to the 10-meter line now, needs support. Gets it back to Malcolm Marx. Malcolm Marx, high tackle surely. No, says the referee, play on. Herschel Jantjies out to Jasper Wiese now. On the 10-meter line, South Africa. Oh, has England turned this ball over? Yes, they have. Surely they have. Now a chance here for England. On the counter-attack, they've got an overlap, but the ball gets knocked backwards here. And now Johnny May slips on the 10-meter line. Inside their own half here is England. Now Marcus Smith. Numbers to burn on the left inside. Here they come, Max Mullins. Tries to run around Delaney, but a good defense there from the Boks again. Right on halfway, England now. Joe Martian on the attack. Can South African defense hold out for 2 minutes? Marcus Smith now, Itoje. Itoje caught on halfway now. Quick. Gets it out to Marcus Smith. Got a pass to Johnny May. Johnny May runs around Francois Steyn, but gets tackled by Jesse Creel. Right on the 10-meter line. Here they come again. It's a chase here from Sam Simmons. Almost up to penalty advantage here for England. Just outside of the 22, surely. Marcus Smith now. He's going to have a run just outside of the 22. And another penalty advantage. And this is going to be the game, surely. With a minute to go. South Africa has given away a penalty. South Africa has given away a penalty. This could win it here for England. A lot of argy-bargy going on here between the two teams at the moment, but it's going to be England for all money here. It's going to be England for all money. Penalty right in front here, and they're still having a go at each other. They're still having a go at each other as the two teams, and while we wait for things to calm down, it's going to be a penalty right in front for England. The clock has been stopped by the referee. I think he's going to have a look at this here. But yeah, South Africa got only themselves to blame for this one. They are going to have a chat here as the referee. So only thing that can save South Africa now is a reverse penalty here for after actions. But we'll have to wait and see what the call is going to be. Minute to go. And the referees have had their chat. So let's see what the call will be. Yeah, just calling the Etzebeth there as well, and Tom Curry now. So yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, South Africa not leaving a lot of points behind on the field. So it is what it is. Right, so they can decide here. Penalty right in front, and that should put England into the lead and win this game for them. Yeah. Francois Steyn giving away that penalty, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm sure England going to take all the time that they require to kick this one right over. Marcus Smith can do this one in his sleep. Let's hope there's a commentator curse on him. Well, right in front, Marcus Smith to put England into the lead and win this game for them, surely. There should not be any time left after this. Or will we still have one last twist in this one? Right, that one is straight through the middle. So England now 27, South Africa 26. We will have time for one last kickoff. Right. Can South Africa pull this one out of the fire? Can they pull this one out of the fire? Very highly unlikely, but one last restart and South Africa will have to get this. Time is up on the clock here. Elton Yankees with the restart here. And let's see if South Africa can get a miracle. Right. Just taking the time, the kickoff, high hanging kickoff now. And, it could be another. Well, wait, South Africa might have gotten this ball. No, fuck. It's a penalty to England. And that is going to win the game for them. That is going to secure the game for England. So that penalty going the way of England. And they will win this game. Referee has given the penalty here to England. And that will be game, set and match here. Unfortunately, it is what it is, guys. And yeah, we left too much points behind. Still another scuffle here between the players. And it's just not good enough. That is just so poor from both sets of players. Well, is he going to go upstairs for something here? Wait a minute. This might still not be over yet. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Well, they could argue and say South Africa played the play in the air. So, yeah, regardless of that, it should be a penalty to England. What are they looking at? It's just ridiculous. Does he want to give a yellow card after the final whistle? Well, it was an incredible game nonetheless, guys. It's been one of those things. It's one of those things that happen. England gets the penalty, and if he kicks it out, it's over. So he's just going to kick this as far downfield or into the stands as possible, and England has won the game. So 27-26, the Springboks lose this game and very unfortunate, but a very, very, very good game, and definitely on the edge stuff at the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to get ready for the next game between Australia and Wales, but a valiant effort from South Africa. And they've left points behind where they should have gone for goal, but they've got only themselves to blame for losing this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you for all the support. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you're new. We will be doing the Australia-Wales game right after this. So until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.